Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to D&D. It's been almost a month to the day, actually, since the last session. But here we are. We're back in the normal rotation of things, and we're gonna get moving here. As Adrian's going to give us our lovely recap as usual. But we're set and ready to go.
Lovely. So, at the beginning of the episode, we started making our way toward the drowning, the area of the swamp that we needed to reach for our new quest, because we never stop. We come upon a few copses of lanky trees and shimmering waters in the moonlight. As we skirt around the edge of this swamp looking for the Lotus Gate, we see these gigantic flowers and such, and it's pretty magnificent. And upon ascertaining which way is north, we start to head toward the northeast corner of this swamp, where we were told to head. By using mold earth and control water, we slowly move our way across. And then, of course, Murray turned into a moose, and there was some moose riding to be had, but, you know, that's kind of just average day for us. I lost my place. There we go. We started to notice a bobbing greenish light with which Garvin attempted to communicate. After Adrian tried Sylvan with still no response, Garvin tries to use his own glowing orbs to mimic it. After attempting to investigate it, it vanishes, only to reappear, turning Thog into a frog, which was a fun little onomatopoeia. And it's a pixie, so fuck that. And it had friends, which also sucked. After defeating the foes, we take a short rest. When we awake and start moving again, we hear some singing in the direction we need to be moving. We arduously plug our ears, and God, I just remembered that bit. We arduously plug our ears and use the Lantern of Revealing to, just make sure that we cover all of our bases. We move forward. The song is about gardening, which seems a little odd in this particular area. But Garvin skips the perfect stone skip. Absolutely perfect. With a light spell on it. And someone catches it. She winds up approaching us in flight. I am Illustray. Welcome to my garden. That's it.
Okay, so you guys are you're still about 90 feet away from the garden, but this absolutely beautiful woman with this dark flowing hair, but these very large wings has just greeted you.
What kind of wings?
They're giant.
Word picture.
They're giant black wings. They somewhat resemble a butterflies. No, they're more like a butterflies.
You posted a picture. Maybe we could repost it.
You're right.
Maybe we could repost the picture for both us and our beloved viewers.
I got it.
Do that.
Click, paste, enter.
There we go. So she looks at you and says, "And where exactly did you come from?"
I point in the direction we came from. That way.
That's exactly what I just did. That way.
I surmised as
The
much from that.
entire party is just like,
Where are you from? Not which way did you come from?
Oh, material plane.
Well, I'm from a small town called Candlekeep, but I don't think that's what you're asking.
Strange.
We should probably let Garvin handle this. Garvin, this is kind of your arena. Good luck.
Look, it's all right. I'm here because my dad. Sorta. I mean, do you know Cell Deal?
I know many names. Don't see too many of your like.
He shares his blood. I'm more his
Yeah.
gifted son.
If you had met Seldiel, you'd remember. Trust me.
Interesting. As I said, I don't meet too many people. I like to keep to myself into the gardens and.
I mean, also the Autumn Queen kind of sent us. Sorta. I mean, kinda. I think.
Oh, of course she did. I'm sorry she also assumed you wouldn't be coming back, but here you are.
Are we going back? Please don't say no.
I think more meaning that you wouldn't make it out alive. She assumed the dangers of the swamp would have taken you.
Oh, yeah, no, we did that.
Well, yeah, it's a fair point, you know, when you think
I
about
mean-
it. It's a fair assumption.
We are
To
a
be
bunch
fair,
of
we did
blundering
have a
idiots.
big giant with us too.
I was gonna say,
kinda-
how's Thog doing?
You look up at
Thog okay?
Thog, and he's kind of staring.
Because this is the pretty lady he was chasing, I'm pretty sure.
different pretty
Wait.
Maybe. I don't know. We're not sure.
Nah.
We're not sure, but I thought it
Potentially.
might be. I thought it might be.
I'm actually just gonna go ahead.
If not, similar pretty lady.
Cast. I'm gonna cast message to Thog. Is this the pretty lady that led you astray, friend?
So you get a. He doesn't quite know how to respond in his head, and yet out loud he just kind of bursts. No, but she looks just like Pretty Lady.
Yeah, subtlety is his strong
You
point.
hear
But, yeah.
you hear a response from Illustrates. Huh. So I see this one has met my sister.
Oh, there's two.
That
Yes.
makes
Something new
sense.
every minute.
Sister, then. I was wondering if that was you.
And that was my sister Aslan. She's I don't have a good word for it. She tends to lure people into this land and let them get lost on their own.
Okay, so I have a sibling, and I do have a word for you. I don't know if you'll agree with it, and I hope it doesn't offend you, but kind of a shit. Yeah?
I mean, I'm not a shit. And speaking of,
No,
I
that's
mean-
you at me. Fuck.
And he's reaching into his bag and he's pulling out a single gemstone that he's got left from that fireball incident.
Okay.
I don't know what color it is, but he doesn't really have much else he can like offer as a gift. And he's like,
here you go. A gift.
Do we want more gifts?
And what
Darwin? I have a bunch of those.
I'm working on it.
So
Like, Murray turns his back and he's like doing this.
the gems from the fireball incident, they were literally all the same color. They were all red.
okay.
And she says, "Huh. This is probably not a good thing to have in the swamp. Just saying. You do know when you
What
throw
they
one of
do-
these, it kind of is a fireball.
Yeah, Murray, take all of those out of your backpack right now.
I appreciate the gift. I'm sure I'll find something to do. Please, instead of sitting out here in in the muck of the swamp, please come with me. Rest. I have a feeling you're going to need it.
Bless you.
Hey, I made you this. And then Murray opens up his robe and he pulls out a rose that's black that has purple gilding on the tips of the leaves, kind of like her wings. Here, this is for you. You said you have a garden? Here you go.
Well, that's lovely. Do you have the
Yeah.
rest of it?
I was gonna make another one. Because I can do that.
I think she means the roots, Murray.
Oh. It's technically not alive. It should just go...
Murray, couldn't you use your magic to make it grow into like a plant?
tomorrow. If that exists here.
Well,
I mean, we've done it.
either way,
Well,
I appreciate the offer. It is absolutely beautiful and definitely something I have not seen before.
Yeah, well done, bro.
Yeah, I'll make a few more. Just, in the dirt.
Can I have
So she says, well, as I said, please follow. And you see her just kind of gliding along in the air. She hasn't stepped onto the ground at all since you've been there. She's just
Do her
been
wings
kind of.
actually flutter,
Uh-huh.
or is it just okay, cool? Because I was wondering if they were just like stationary and she was just flying
Does it
on
seem-
her own.
Does she seem like she's leading us into a trap where she's gonna, I don't know, eat us?
You can insight.
Damn, Coco making those
I
smart
think-
questions.
Garvin casts levitate on himself and starts kind of like bouncing along the ground, like lightly, like she is, or trying.
Yeah, you kind of just
He's got a
up and down. You're just literally only bouncing a
I
little
think
bit up and down
I think he's got a staff, so he's probably like using the staff.
as like an oar.
Look. Yeah, as like an
gonna-
oar. Yeah, so he's oaring himself along the ground, just kind of floating along behind her.
I'm just gonna cast
So-
Mage Hand and like push him or tow him along so he doesn't have to do that and he can look badass like he wants to.
I've got
That-
packed slots. These are
That's a-
rechargeable.
That's a 12 on insight. I don't think
Okay.
that's probably enough to judge a Fey being on their honesty.
Yeah, you don't sense any dishonesty or deception on her part, so you can't quite tell what her intent is.
So, Murray,
Coco has mentally classified her as a very large bug.
Murray's not like actively trying to see if we're getting pulled into a trap, but is like my spidey sense tingling, like passive insight? Like, do I feel like we're getting taken to get like murdered in a cave and turn into lamps or something?
I mean, she hasn't compelled you. She's just merely offered it. Plus, you
No.
have offered her two
Yeah.
gifts. So, as far as your
Mm.
sense is concerned, you're not getting any vibes.
Okay,
We're gonna probably
cool.
offer.
So no Van's offering candy. Sweet.
I have it. Fine.
When gifts are exchanged, and this is, I think, Garvin's thought, is that there is a currency exchanged there when it comes to Fae. It may not necessarily be said out loud, but it's like old customs such as passing somebody a salt shaker at a table. If they're sitting down for dinner, that's you saying to them that they're welcome at your table. You're not going to kill them while they eat, like there's little things
Coco
like
doesn't
that.
know that, though.
And so Garvin's giving gifts, I think, in the thought and he could be wrong, right? He's not very learned in this. It's just in the thought of, if I give gifts and they accept the gifts, they know that I'm, coming in a way where we're trying to conversate. It's not about fighting, right? It's about diplomacy.
So-
It's as good a bet as we have.
All right, so she kind of takes you along, and you look, and it as you get closer to look at her house, you see the house itself is small. It's maybe 20 feet, 25 feet across. But what you notice is there's a gate leading into it, and it's about 60 feet wide, and then it goes back further than you can see. It's just still dark outside, so it's really hard to tell. Because you guys are kind of getting close to the edge toward the Everdark. But
Oh yeah.
what you see, it's not flowers. What you see
Almost forgot where we were.
are mushrooms. You see
Oh,
multiple
shit,
different
that's not
colors and shapes and things you've never seen of just mushrooms spreading out the entire length of the garden.
I'm kind of like
I
bobbing and
gravitate that
Murray
way.
pointing.
Oh, I'm walking on that side of the group now, like, oh.
Well,
I'm
As you
throwing
can
back for
see-
some of this.
I'm not your traditional gardener. I
No, but it's beautiful.
like mushrooms. I have cultivated multiple different types over the years, and I'm rather proud of it.
I pull off one of my puff balls and I hand it to her. Hey, these let me do what I do. Here. It'll grow.
my-
Just, keep it with the others.
My, you are quite full of surprises. What are you?
Yeah. I'm a Murray. I guess you called me a furbolg. I guess we're kind of giant kin,
That's right.
kinda, but way up north, you know.
But again, in the material plane, not up north here, because that would.
Alright.
Oh yeah, no, on the material plane, like.
Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna switch our region back again. We're getting a little bit of video lag.
Okay.
See if that helps any. No, not for me. But it's...
Yeah.
Maybe it's stabled out. I don't know. Sometimes it takes a second.
Yeah, we'll call that a victory for now. All right. Anyway,
Smooth enough.
Just like
so, a furbog.
Yeah.
Remember that, but what exactly do you do? I've never seen a creature grow mushrums off of its own body.
Oh yeah, no, it's kind of weird. A druid of sorts, right? You know, I can turn into animals and all that cool stuff. But like my thing is more fungus. You know, they always called me a really fun guy.
No, they didn't.
I mean,
Crickets,
He
okay.
kind of like he accelerates the death and decay things that are already dying and makes it happen quicker, and then kind of makes them do things. It's pretty cool.
A form of natural fertilizer.
Yes.
I think Garvin's been
Yeah.
waiting to talk about this for a while, and it's just like, screw it, I don't care. This is happening.
Okay, so I'm just gonna like Murray's like so proud, like, okay, I like all you guys. You guys are awesome. And I'm gonna burn one of my wild shapes to basically do the mushroom thing. Like where Murray just basically swells up like a giant mushroom and this is what I do.
He's
Yeah,
got
my
his
fungal
neck
form.
again.
Interesting. I've heard of your kind, but never specialty such as that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, Dad was
Okay.
a druid, but not that kind of druid.
I've met many druids in my time. I've never seen one that's been able to quite have that aptitude with fungi.
Yeah. I can also do other stuff. I just don't want to because I don't want to hurt anyone. Like I can puff like that puffball and it's like toxic spores and my spores attack.
Well,
Yeah.
It's kind of neat.
Yeah. It's cool.
Garvin clearly has some feelings about it. In
I
a
mean-
positive
Is
sense.
he necromantic?
I mean, I can make
He
dead.
might not like that.
I
I
mean,
think Garvin doesn't even think about that and just says it. Like, he's too... This is the low wisdom coming through, right?
I mean,
but
no,
then
we
you
kinda-
start getting into the conversation of
lots of
intent, right? Like,
well,
We did
any
lots of investigating. It doesn't have necromantic arcana
mushrooms
coming from it.
on many mushroom types on their own can be quite poisonous and deadly. I mean,
But a lot of them
Ooh.
are really good in a stew. So
Some
it-
things are
he's
meant
not
to
necessarily
decompose
bad.
stuff,
He's just
though.
Murray.
either
I
way,
create life everywhere I go.
that's
Cool.
very commendable. But either way, if you would, and she opens the gate, and I'd mentioned something about it being late at night and that kind of, but that time doesn't quite work that way here. But you do look like you're wary after. If you're all about here, I can't imagine you have camped in the drowning at all.
Yeah, for a little bit, but not like fully set up camp. We just kind of sat around and.
Well, please allow me to give you a safe place for comfort for at least to give you some rest.
Bless you.
I mean, before we do that, obviously you want something from us. I mean, am I wrong?
Is it obvious?
Well, of course. There's only one reason you probably are coming this far out through the drowning on your own, from those not being from here. And that would be the
Because
trouble.
we were sent.
Oh, because of most likely the trouble happening a little bit more to the north.
We're good at trouble.
And
I mean,
some
we're trying to
kids.
fix
Creating
the
and
trouble
solving
in the problems, which I'm sure would be good for you.
What kind of trouble is happening up north as we,
One of-
as we like enter the house and you?
One from your plane has entered in here.
Is his name Gray? He's a fucking dick.
It's
I've-
Gray. There's
I've
no way
not-
it's not. We know that.
I've not met him or interacted with him at all, but I hear
Could
things.
you show us what he looks like?
Just
I
take my
have not
word, he's a
I
fucking
have not
dick.
seen him. I'm just again, I'm going on what I've heard, and
So you're
It
not
seems like he's-
omnipotent?
of course not. I'm a simple mushroom gardener.
Murray cocks an eye at Garvin, kind of raises his eyebrow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Coco's like, mm-hmm. No. Simple mushroom.
Regardless, he is causing some potential trouble, and I fear for what it
Yeah.
might do to my garden.
Her simple mushroom garden.
Of course.
Yeah. Well,
We're
down for a
kind of
nap.
here for him and the kids.
If you
Yes,
govern
the
like
kids.
mushrooms and things like that, do you like have a say on like how things are when they're new?
What do you mean exactly?
I mean, are you an archfey?
Subtle as always, brother.
I mean, I'm certainly Fey, whether I'm Arch or not. That's not really for me to decide, is it?
Oh, hey, is the whole archfey thing kind of like the gods? You gotta have enough people to pray for you and believe in you to make you a god?
That's not what makes you a...
No, but I'm
Well-
like an archfey. Like, is that how it works? Is it all about belief, or
No,
I'm so
most of the time,
curious, sorry,
those who
I-
deem themselves to be an Archfey, I feel, is more of an ego trip more than anything else.
I mean, I guess I'm asking if you have some controls over the domains of life and death and rebirth.
I would not say as much. I mean, as I said, I grow them in mushrooms and fertilize the land around it, and
Just
well,
a hobby, then?
I honestly live here just peacefully by myself.
All right, just curious.
Insight. I don't believe this for a fucking second.
Hmm.
16 plus 7. 20.
Well, it's
So-
that's a 6 on my part. If he's
Yeah,
expecting me.
you absolutely believe everything she's saying. Adrin, you feel like she's skirting the question to a bit.
Yeah, that was
While
weird.
she's not outright lying to you, she's not giving you whole truths necessarily. Something about what she's saying seems like she's trying to keep something under wraps.
It's been 10 minutes. Murray shrinks back down.
I don't even bat an eye at this point.
That's fine.
Now, please make yourself at home. I was honestly just before you all arrived, I was gathering some mushrooms to start some dinner. I can go out and grab some more and increase the amount. If y'all are.
Can I help?
May we offer some assistance?
It depends on what you
More
can
hands
do.
make less work.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. It's a simple mushroom
Well,
stew.
More hands, less work.
Very well. Outside there are multiple different colored mushrooms out there. There are
Boy.
3 I'm specifically looking for. There are ones with green caps with purple circles on top.
Green.
I need 3
Hold
of
on, I'm gonna
those.
write this down.
Okay, green, purple.
You taking notes, Murray?
No, I am.
There are tall tubular mushrooms that are dark brown. They're about 3 feet tall. I only need 1 of those. Be careful though, there's ones that are slightly darker in a similar shape they always form in three pairs together. The ones you're looking for are by themselves. They don't grow out of extra stalks of anything.
Are the gill colors the same?
Are the what colors the same?
Like, is the gills,
Brown.
the underside of the cap, like, are they all the same color? It's just the numbers in which they grow or what differentiate them?
Yes, they look very similar, but they're tall and tubular. Just don't grab the darker ones. They will kill you instantly on ingestion.
Cool. Not great. How many of the little brown ones do you need again? I'm sorry,
Just one. Just one. They're 3 feet tall, so there's plenty of that for everyone.
Okay. That's a big mushroom.
And then the other type is more of a moss than a normal fungus, and it's growing on the south side of the house, and it should be a bright blue. Just fill this basket up with enough of that.
Basket.
And she pulls out a basket and hands it to you.
Hey guys, we're going mushroom picking with for a not archfey in the Feywilds. Can you imagine that this was going to be our day?
Yes, unfortunately.
Sorry, I mean no disrespect by that quotes in the air. I don't know why I do that. I'm an asshole sometimes. I'm gonna go now.
Oh yeah, I think you were trying to suggest she was lying, Murray.
Hey, how about we don't?
Maybe indirectly, but yeah, I'm gonna go outside and get mushrooms before I make people mad.
Right, so in the meantime, I will start the
Here's your notes. Good luck.
I will start the pot, and you see she pulls out this large black, cauldron, sticks it out over top of this. It looks like an actual oven, but it's instead of like a traditional one, it's a clay oven with a metal open spot. And you see her open the drawer out, fill it with wood, and then you just see her snap her fingers and it lights up in the fire.
Hot.
So does everybody else go outside?
Oh yeah, mushroom hunts are fun.
Nope, that's
think
why I
Garvin-
wrote Murray instructions.
I think Garvin lingers behind.
Yeah, if Garvin even moves towards the door, I'm grabbing his cloak as subtly as I can. Like, nope, stay.
Okay. Sorry, who was going out?
I think it might
I
be
guess
just me and
I'm
Murray.
going out. No, Sahiri will go out too.
So the brothers stay behind.
So here it's like, oh god, the children need supervision.
Yeah.
I mean, for the
teenagers
Sahiri
alone
is
in
very
the house.
torn. She doesn't know where the best place for her to be is. Because she can't
Neither
protect
do we.
everybody.
When in the Feywilds picking mushrooms, it's always good to have a cleric.
Also,
It's like
to
the
be
more
fair-
likely, but
Also, to
Still
be fair,
torn.
we are in the Feywild, so if the shit seriously hits the fan, we call Dad, and it's fine. Maybe.
You have a
What if he had
lot
his
of
phone
faith
disconnected
that
'cause
if
he
you just
hasn't
say,
paid
hey
the bill?
dad, come save us, he's actually gonna come and not be like, I'm going to let this be a learning opportunity for you, children.
The look on Draconic's face as you said that was good. Yeah.
See, I played Celdiel, and that is oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's assuming he's able to hear you as other things have happened.
Oh,
Haha!
whatever. We'll figure it
So,
out.
all right.
Always do.
So, Sahiri, Coco, and Murray all go outside, and
Yeah.
you see there are so many different designs of mushrooms and fungus of all the. I mean, Murray, you have never seen so many different mushrooms and things you've never seen before. You've
Oh
seen
my god,
similar.
there's unknown mushrooms.
Well, you are at a whole nother plane of existence at that point. So,
Yeah, I know. Oh, I'm just going through Murray's emotions right now as he's realizing this. Like, so I give the list to Sahiri, Okay, so I can read, but I need someone more responsible and not fangirling. Let's start with the easy ones first. Let's go for the blue moss on the south side of the house.
I cast light so we can definitely see and I can read the list.
Oh, jeez. Good idea. I forgot
So,
I can't see in the dark.
As you cast light, you see a number of the mushrooms on the side of the house that you're on. They don't like shrivel. What they do is kind of shrink, almost like they're avoiding the light.
Oh my god, those are photosensitive. Oh, this is crazy. Okay, what side of the house
Pudding.
are we on right now? God, how do you tell north from south in a place where there's like...
Oh, Murray,
Um, yeah.
Murray, mushroom.
What? Oh, hey, if maybe
She
we're
points,
lucky
she
and there's
points to
only
the
one
side.
side of
She
the...
points to the Coco points to like mushrooms growing up one side of a tree.
Oh, I mean the whole, like, moss only grows on the south side of a tree or something? Oh.
But is that true in the Feywild?
It's technically not true in the material plane either. It just depends on the moss.
Oh.
But hey, fuck it. Let's go. Let's find the thickest... Actually, you know what? Let's just find moss, and if it's not blue, we leave it.
Coco was raised in someone's living room in the city. She doesn't know fuck all about moss. She just heard somewhere that moss grows on one side of a tree.
I know about grave moss. Don't know about wild moss.
Oh man,
So we
the stories I
literally
can
we are
tell you of
literally with a
moss.
walking mushroom, and he doesn't know what we're doing either.
So, you guys start heading. Which way are you? So, if you're facing the house, you can go left or right. Which way are you going around the house?
I'm gonna go right.
Okay. So you start walking around, and you see all different color, and it looks like the house itself on the lower edge. There's just so many different colors of mosses and lichen and things like that, kind of growing off the ground of the end, growing up into the edges of the house. You do see that she kind of has somehow made a path around the house.
Ooh, I'm staying on
Where
the path.
nothing is growing in those spots. But as you make it around, you see on the very edge, in the very corner, you see this really vibrant bright red. And as the light goes on it, you almost see it reflect back that color. As you continue around,
Oh,
strangely enough, it goes to more of an orange. And then
oh
a
my
yellow.
god,
You
it's the
notice
Doppler effect, but fungus.
it's really almost making a rainbow of color. Red, orange, yellow, green. And eventually you come up and you find this bright blue on the next corner around the house. You find this bright blue mossy just patch sitting there growing vibrantly.
Okay, so at least now we're getting a
Ooh.
sense of the cardinal directions.
Well, I kind of want to keep walking. I want to check out the rest of the house to make sure that there's not two patches of blue. Just, I don't know, man. People seem tricksy. Living in grass that tries to cut you and shit. I mean, how much you want to bet the next wall is all like turquoise and then blue?
Tricky
Anyway.
pixies.
Oh,
As you continue
Curve out
on,
through the wall.
you see it. You can see it continue on into this. It goes from a blue and then becomes darker and then becomes this very dark purple. And eventually you can see it go. It's almost like night. This whatever moss this is, it's just this dark black. It's almost like the light is absorbed into it. And you continue around, and it seems just like darker browns and tans and lighter colors on the other side of the house. For whatever
Oh,
reason,
man.
this side of the house is just displaying this just rainbow color, and the other side's just almost a contrast to it.
Oh, that is fantastic. Okay. I'm going to it's just grass. Does the path hug the house, or is there like a little border of grass with like flowers or shit or something?
There's no flowers at all. That's all
Straight
mushrooms and dirt. It's not even.
Oh, right, because it's a swamp. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna like tread very lightly. Excuse me, Mr. Moss, and I hold the basket up. I just need a few of you, and I'm just gonna gently just pinch a bit and then just pull and see what gives, and whatever gives I put in the basket.
So
I don't want to like rip it off
you
the wall.
as you grab it. It just kind of it comes off nicely, and it gives a little bit of a tuft in your hands. You think you maybe 4 or 5 more handfuls of that, and you probably are gonna have a good enough to fill up the basket.
Okay.
But as it comes off, you almost like feel this. You almost feel like it sighs as you pull a piece off of it, put it into the.
Oh man, like the Starship Heart of Gold door. And I start feeling a little dirty. I'm like, okay, basket's full. I like this moss. It's friendly. It's just creepy. Here, Coco. Don't
go
eat it.
now.
It may need to be cooked.
Now we need the mushrooms with the purple rings and the single knot group of 3 foot tall brown.
Green top, purple ring, right? Green top, purple ring. Okay.
That's what it says on your notes.
I can't read. Yeah, I can't read the scribe's notes. He writes in chicken scratch. It's weird. I'm kidding. It's my chicken scratch that I can't read.
So,
No, you're right.
as you kind of turn around to kind of get your bearings of where you are and where these mushrooms are, you notice that it just continues on. This field of mushrooms is just vast. You have no idea how long she's been cultivating for, but it doesn't look like there's a huge. They're not like you can't seem to find groupings of specific types of mushrooms. It really looks like it's a forest. Like things are randomly moving around.
Chaotic
To
mushroom
die
growth,
in the
I
mushroom
love it.
patch.
I'm no, but I definitely have Tiny Tim's Tiptoe Through the Tulips playing in my head right now as I'm walking towards it.
You do see most of the
Murray's
you see
in
there are larger
heaven, dude.
mushrooms that go about 6 feet into the air. You can
Oh,
see as
jeez.
you continue around some of them. They do have some pathing that kind of goes down from each corner of the back of the house, kind of continue on, almost like they're just dealing with these paths that go down, but they're arched with these mushrooms.
Hey, funny story. Apparently there's a race of mushroom people that live in the Underdark. They're called
Oh.
Myconids. They're really cool. Apparently they're actually mushroom people. How
Whoa.
weird. So what I'm just saying is just be nice to the mushrooms, okay?
I don't intend to touch them.
Okay.
Coco's already poking a mushroom.
Just don't. Okay, so some mushrooms are so toxic that just the oils from the mushrooms seeping in through the skin will kill you. So, yeah, there you go. Good thing you have an expert here.
All right,
Shit,
So
that's me. Okay.
which path are you going down?
Oh man.
There's one from the corner you're at, and then there's another one at the other corner, which is the darker, the brown.
Can
Kind
the
of
mushrooms tell you, or the moss tell you where we need to go to find the other mushrooms, Murray?
I mean,
Big brain.
actually, it's a bit of a one-sided conversation. They can kind of understand. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. And Murray just starts scratching his head. Hang on. Wait.
Dandruff.
In parentheses, did I prepare speak to plants today? Did I? Did.
This ritual.
But a mushroom technically isn't a plant. It's a fungus.
Don't you always have speak with plants? It's just limited understanding. Isn't that part of the?
That's
Furbolg
speech of
race?
beast. That's
as-
speech of beast
As
and
a
leaf.
furbolg,
Yeah,
it understands me. It gets the gist of what I'm saying, but it can't actually talk to me back.
right. Like,
A
but it can
glow
convey-
in the direction?
It can give basic in communication though. Like it can't tell you exact answers, but you can define some things from it.
Like, excuse me, Mr. Mushrooms or Mrs. Mushrooms. I don't know. Could you glow in the direction we need to go to find these?
Yeah, they are kind
Okay.
of like a hive mind-ish, so it could just like boop 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 boop. Just like
Okay, wait. See,
got
here's
fine,
my
like a video
problem.
game.
Like an airplane.
I'm having a bit of an ethical dilemma with wanting to speak because I'm basically giving plants sentience, and then they get to know what it is to be alive, and then it's just snuffed away from them. Isn't that kind of cruel? You know, it's like
How it
Pinocchio. I mean, you can't just turn
Maybe
Pinocchio
you
back
could.
into a
You
doll.
are connected to them as you, Murray. So maybe just asking as you without your spell might work.
Oh, okay.
We
I
are
don't know.
being sent by their caretaker.
Ooh, that's true. So I'm gonna find one of the I'm gonna find like basically like the first mushroom that's like, I don't know, waist height, and just kind of put my hand on it. Hey, Murray here. How you doing? I'm looking for green. Your green friends with the purple spots. The lady inside
Goals.
wants some. Just kind of staring at it, like I swear to
Give
God, if you
me-
get up and start walking right now, I am gonna be creeped out.
Give me a charisma check on this one.
Don't snap!
You have speech of beast and leaf. You have
But,
advantage
yeah, you have
all
advantage
first
on it,
checks you make
but-
to influence it.
Yeah.
I also rolled a 16 on the first one. Oh my God, that's even better. A 16 and an 18.
Nice.
So
Plum out.
you kind of see almost a ripple and shaking of the mushrooms. So you
Oh,
kind of
okay.
see them like it's just vague movement, but enough that you can it's discernible with the light spell being on.
Yeah.
And about 20 feet down the path from the corner of the where the blue lichen is, the blue moss is, you see it's a very faint color. It's this light bluish purple color kind of coming from it's almost like a bioluminescent light, but it's not
Okay, I was
super
gonna say,
strong.
like, ooh, oh, bioluminescence. Hey, let's check this out. I'm just gonna walk towards the glow.
So you start making your way through, and again, you keep seeing you see these very tall mushrooms. You see smaller ones. You see whole entire, like, large plants that just kind of sprout up off themselves, just ending in these small, tiny little mushrooms. And as you continue on, the light, it doesn't get brighter, but you can see it a little bit clearer, and it is coming from these. They're almost like orbs. So these large, round mushrooms, perfectly round, with these large, thick trunks coming from stems coming between them, let plants into the ground, and they're giving off this faint light, enough that you could see it from a distance, but not enough. She hadn't turned off her camera.
Ooh, who am I
They're all
today?
different people.
Hang tight,
Oh
guys.
man,
we
I'm
have
Garvin. Garvin's Coco. Sakaris is me.
How's it going, eh? I'm a moose.
That's a good.
You can take a break.
Adrian.
I've always wanted to
yeah.
be. I've always
Guys,
wanted to be party mom.
we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Just a minute, guys. So hang tight. Alright, sorry about that, guys. We just had a quick step away, but we're back. As Murray, Sahiri, and Coco have just come across some blue orbish mushrooms that are giving off this blue and very light blue and purple faint glow.
It's making me think of No Man's Sky for some reason, but significantly less bright. What's this? Oh, aren't you pretty? Oh man, you're awesome. Holy
Give me a
crap.
perception check.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Hey guys, keep an eye out, eh? Like, dude, find some really cool mushrooms, guys.
All right, Coco's gonna go off and actually, Coco's gonna do a little heel click and activate her boots and go up over the tallest mushrooms and fly over and look for cool mushrooms.
Okay.
Supposing terrible things don't happen and make her boots not work and have her plummet to the ground and break her neck.
Yep.
You know, as these things.
With my 8 for perception, I'm watching Coco fly up going, hey, just be careful, there's no flying carnivores.
Supposing nothing terrible happens, I got an 18 on a perception check.
So, looking around the area, you see it's very odd. The mushrooms, aside from the path which you're able to fly up on, you see they make this large, like, canopy. So the large mushrooms are too big to show you anything lower. But the tall mushrooms that you see, they're all reds with white dots. You see black top mushrooms. You see some it's a kind of a green. It starts to get a little bit fuzzier as the further you go out because you don't have natural dark vision. You have the goggle. Right, but beyond a certain point, the colors start to fade and you start to lose sight of it. Even night vision, technically, you don't see colors. You see things in black and whites unless you have true vision. So the colors start seeping away outside of the range of the light spell.
Or Devil's Sight.
Okay.
Right.
Still pretty.
But you're not seeing anything of the description that you were given for the one mushrooms that you're looking for.
Coco's not even looking for those. Murray said, "Go look for cool mushrooms." That's what Coco's doing. But she'll circle around a few times and come back once she's got sort of the
as you
lay
kind
of
of
the land.
as you kind of come back down near them, you see between some of these larger mushrooms in the area where the large orbs are, you see these squat round mushrooms, just round topped, that are green, and they've got these small purple rings inside of them. They're not spots like, you know, the toadstools with the big red tops and the white circles. They're literally rings with inside the tops of the circle. So it's a purple circle with green in the middle on a green mushroom. Cool. So it's all the same color, but just these purple rings on the top.
And I'm reasonably sure that these are the ones that fit the description.
I mean, just based on the description you're given, they're the only ones that seem to match it in the area of where the lights were coming from.
Okay. So Coco will land, and whoever's closest will grab their sleeve and tug and point. This way.
Okay.
Can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
No, Murray.
No, Murray.
The Stream Deck is
active.
It's good. I don't use it anymore. Anyway, I look at the little glowy mushroom. I'll be back. Gotcha, cool. Okay, what? Oh, jeez, there's more. Okay. Oh, hey! it's within reach, right? Like it's not like I have to like tiptoe through the tulips to get it, or.
Funny enough, it's actually about 2 feet behind the glowing mushroom. You rolled a 6 on your perception. You didn't see squat.
Oh no, I roll. Yeah, I know.
So
Yeah,
and they're about 2 feet wide. But they're very thin.
Oh, those are big.
They're very thin. If you actually look at it as you go to grab it, you see the stalk is very thin, and the actual like meat of the mushroom itself is also very thin, which is probably why she wanted 3 of them because of their size.
Oh, okay, awesome.
So
I
really,
reached for and I
kind
grabbed this.
They kind of remind you of like colorful pancakes kind of draped over a stem.
Oh.
They're that same thickness.
Oh, okay. Oh, geez, you're delicate, aren't you? Oh boy. Pardon me. I step over the glowing mushrooms. Hey, boss, meatballs. Anyway, and then I'm gonna grab 1 mushroom each, and in each hand I'm like, sorry, would you mind? The lady at the house needs you, and I'm just gonna kind of tug until they give, like.
And they just bloop. They come right out.
Okay,
It seems
thank you.
the ground, as you kind of stepped in there,
You might want to check the modem or router connections.
I'm gonna unplug my Google thing because for some reason it just talked to me.
you hear
Apparently
a
Murray
strange
said Google.
voice as you're trying to pull up the mushrooms, speaking in words and things you've never heard before.
Hello?
Wi-Fi
Google.
router. It's not sure. You're not sure what that. Anyway, you manage to pull, and as you
Wi-Fi?
step in,
I don't know.
you
What's a
feel
fi?
your
A
foot.
strange eldritch garden.
You feel your foot. It literally sinks in. Like the ground itself is really soft and spongy. So as you go to pull up on the mushroom, it really just kind of gives right out of the ground.
Oh, dude, I love picking mushrooms. It's so much fun. And then, so they're really delicate, right?
When you
Like,
as you
super
pull it out,
delicate.
you feel they're thicker than they feel, and they're heavier. It's almost like
Oh,
even though they're that thin, they're very
really
dense, and they
meaty.
seem like to be
Yeah.
they seem to be a little bit more sturdy
Oh.
than you thought they were.
Oh shit. Okay. Hey, Sahiri, here you go. Hold those. And then I'm gonna reach down for the 3rd. Hey, sorry. Lady in the house and all that, you know. And if it lets me, I pull it. And give it to Sahiri.
Okay.
Oh,
So here you now have 3 of those mushrooms in your hand.
okay, so now the 3-footers that are brown that grow in groups of 3, right? No.
Well, we want it not the groups of 3, the loners.
Oh, okay, the 3s are the deadly ones, right? that could have been a problem, huh? I almost killed everybody. Yes,
That would've been
yes.
hilarious.
Coco sees the humor. It's good to think someone does. Okay. Right. So I'm gonna just like kind of scan the horizon, see if I see any 3-foot mushrooms.
Give me a
Well,
perception check.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Got to be better than your last one.
But I'm really trying really hard not to.
I stand corrected.
D&D Beyond is fired tonight. I'm now going to metal dice for my Illithid head. I mean, it's a 10, but it's just 6 plus 4.
You can't
and I'm
quite
mad
get
about it.
a real clear
Yeah.
this, but you see some more tubular mushrooms in the distance.
Tubular.
Yeah,
Hey.
totally. All right.
Sorry.
There's 2B.
I
There's
was
2B
thinking
parts
it,
over
don't
here.
worry.
There's 2B parts over this way. Let's go this way.
So
Walk
as
into
you
the
guys get-
tubular section.
as you get closer, you see a whole area just filled with multiple different types of mushrooms. Give me an investigation check as you're looking to try and see which ones are which.
Okay.
But they all look about 3 feet. There's some variance in some colors, but they all seem to be very similar.
Yeah.
Just Murray, or should Sahiri and I also?
Yeah, you guys can roll if you're
Take a look.
helping really look deep at him. I know Sahiri's got her hands full, and you have a basket.
Come on.
I'm actually quite decent at investigation.
The pog face on Tim.
I was so worried
Pog.
because my int is a 0. I rolled a nat 20.
Oh,
For
good,
20
because
total.
I rolled really poorly. I'm good at investigation, but I only totaled a 14.
Okay, so
I mean, it's
Why?
Sahiri and Coco total got 14, but Murray, you
such
were
a PogChamp face
just
too.
staring directly at exactly what you were wanting. You see in between you see most of these are clumps. You see these groups that are pairs of 3. So there's these clumps of like 6 that are kind of paired together, but in between these sets of them, you see one single stalk by itself. It's slightly lighter color than the other ones. It's roughly about 3 feet tall, and it's by itself, just sitting in between these other groupings of stalks.
Does it look like the? Is there enough gap between the stalks that I can get into the ring to get the other one, or is it kind of like I gotta go through the mushrooms to get the one that I need?
You might have to push through a little bit.
Okay.
Just as they were only poisonous in ingesting.
Yeah. Okay.
So they're not. You don't have to like.
I wanna-
You don't have to part them. You don't have to part them like you're walking through a jungle. But you need to move a little bit to be able to just reach in and be able to grab them.
Murray's not gonna take a chance. I cast Speak with Plants. So any plant, quote unquote, within 30 feet of me is limited sentient and can communicate. And move, actually, which is weird. I'm gonna say, hey guys, sorry, I need your friend. Hey, you, yeah, you, the lady in the house, wants you. Sorry guys, would you mind just a little bit for me?
Okay. Go ahead and give a charisma check an advantage.
Yeah, I'm not good. I said something racist to the mushrooms because that's a 6.
Okay. Yep. They, in fact, like you kind of see them go a little bit tighter, so they really have to really reach in, but they're kind of squeeze themselves in a little bit more.
You probably
It's
made a
fair.
joke about
I
how
should
they
have
look
brushed my
great.
teeth before I came here today. So I'm just gonna kind of reach in between the stalks and touch the mushroom in the middle, and kind of get my hands like, "Hey man, come on, come with me, come on," and I just try to lift it.
Okay. As you lift,
Oh boy.
you hear
Sort of fuck.
an exceedingly loud screeching noise. I need you to give you a Constitution saving throw, all 3 of you.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
His face.
12.
Just staring, terrified, and then the eyes. Oh. Sahiri. Oh, Coco. Oh no.
Okay.
No one rolled above
What-
a 13.
Coco and Murray,
Yeah.
you both are now deafened. You cannot hear anything. Sahiri, you all see Sahiri fall to the ground and pass out.
Ah shit.
Oh my god. Okay, well there's
Yeah, no, I just grabbed
very
the mushroom.
startled...
I yanked the fucker. I'm deaf and I'm mad. That was very rude. And I'm going to. Do I have it prepared? Yes, I did. Okay. So I'm gonna put the mushroom down next to Sahiri. I'm gonna put my hands on her. I'm gonna cast Lesser Resto. It's like.
Okay. I'm going to pause you guys right here, as we're gonna flip back into the house, where Garvin and Adrin are sitting here waiting inside, while Elistray is making food.
So I think, oddly for a second, the two brothers were messaging back and forth.
Yeah, I was
I don't know
mostly
if-
writing on my notebook as if I was like taking notes or taking sketches in my worst handwriting that only he and I can read, realistically, to just let him read over my shoulder so that I can be like, what do we want to know? Because clearly we want to know something.
I mean, obviously she's in charge of like mushrooms and things, which means like life created from death.
Okay.
So all you guys are actually hearing at the moment is you hear
And
her humming, and you hear the splashes of things going into this pot. You hear the chopping of different
And then I hear
things.
Garvin in my head.
Yeah, but
so
at the same time
I
you're
hear
hearing
the
each other talking.
screaming. Can I make
So-
a history check? Because
Yeah,
we have
as after-
descriptions of mushrooms,
Sure.
and I just want to know if I know that she sent them after a specific type of mushroom. That's a 16.
Okay. You've heard of. You don't know anything specifically, but you have heard tales from different books of the Fae of mushrooms that have the ability to kind of defend themselves without necessarily being poisoned. As you're kind of saying this and you hear the scream, you hear the chopping stop and the whistling stops, and you hear this, "Oh, I forgot to warn them. They should have held their ears before they picked the
I
mushroom."
like shriekers.
They'll figure it out.
In a way, it's a defense mechanism for those mushrooms. While their taste is wonderful, they do defend themselves. I hope they're all right.
How do you make it stop?
Eventually, you hear the sound stop. It does stop on its own. It's more of it is pulled. But
Never mind.
Just wait here. I'm gonna go check to make sure that your friends are okay. Otherwise, they may all be lying unconscious on the ground.
Yeah, that would be bad. Sure, if you don't mind.
So you see her
Murray's
just
voice in the distance. That was rude.
yeah. You hear a muffled,
So-
weird sounds coming from outside that sounds Murray-ish, but you can't quite understand it. But you hear you see Illustrate just move out of the house and kind of take off around the corner.
Yeah. So
What are you two doing at this point?
Clearly, you want to know something. She's in charge of life and death. Mushrooms coming from decay, the new life upon the death of other things. Blah 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 blah. What do I do?
Look, I just want a favor for a favor. Obviously, she wants something, but
Oh fuck!
I want
can
some
do
help
that.
back later.
I can do that. That's kind of what I've been doing the whole fucking time. Kind of my thing. Now that I think about it.
I mean, and he definitely looks like a little.
Here's brother. So you probably can tell like he doesn't want to talk about it. He's hiding something.
What are you hiding? What are you hiding? Stop trying. You're terrible at it.
Look, I just
At
want to help with
that.
something later. I don't want to talk about it. Not a whole lot. Murray could probably do something later, and I want to make sure it's successful.
Okay. You will be explaining this.
He
Mhm.
gives you a
Yes,
nod.
that was not a question. I know. But yeah, favor for a favor I can do. I hope.
I'll tell her if she wants to know. Just don't really want to
Okay.
talk about it right now.
Oh, fine, tell her, but not me, whatever, fine.
It's complicated.
Everything in our lives is complicated, Gavin. I think that's all we need.
Okay. So, Murray, eventually you see Illustrate come fluttering down the pathway to. You can see her talking, but you can't hear her. Eventually,
I'm
you
just
see
gonna hold
her.
up the mushroom and I'm gonna point.
And you see her cast. You see her mumble something in her mouth, but her hands move and making these gestures. And eventually, you hear this like pop in your ears as all of a sudden the sound just rushes back into your ears.
Nah.
Do I hear any of that mumbling through like a window or anything?
They're too far down. You can't see her casting this spell.
Fuck. Okay.
Was it Lesser Resto?
It was something you don't know.
Okay, because yeah, I can cast go away deaf. So I was trying to impress the pretty lady.
I'm terribly sorry. I just didn't even.
Is Sahiri okay?
We'll
Does
need to bring
Sahiri
her
wake up?
inside. She'll wake up in time for dinner. I'm sorry. I forgot to warn you about that. I just automatically do when I deal with them. I don't even think about it anymore. So I apologize profusely for that. Please let me bring her in. You see her walk over to Sahiri and just goes, lifts her up like she's a bag. Without any, it just
cool.
lifts her right up. Can you grab the
Coco's
mushrooms that she
low-key
dropped
impressed.
on the ground?
Yeah. Oh, I got you. I got the 3-footer under one arm. Hey, bah! And then
Coco will grab the basket.
grab one purple
Long
one, kind of
cheerily.
put it there.
Yes.
Yeah, Murray just awkwardly runs along.
It does look like you've got everything perfectly. Thank you. All right. Did you make your way back in? Garvin and Adrian, you hear the door open. You see Illustrator walk in. She's got Sahiri in her arms, and she just effortlessly moves over, sets her down onto the bed. Your friends are okay. They're just this one here is unconscious. She'll wake up in time for dinner. Might have a little bit of a headache. The other two are fine.
That's not new. And you guys clearly see what you guys are fully aware is now the somatic components of Garvin and I both casting message back and forth. We do this a lot.
Yep. I was gonna stumble my way in a Murray way, and where do you want these?
Just set them on the counter over there. I need to
Okay.
prepare them and
Like a baby.
Okay. Hey, do you mind if I
sits
watch
next
you
to
cook these? I'm so curious.
Sahiri. Coco is watching over Sahiri.
Coco's sitting next to Sahiri, watching over her. So Murray, you watch
The
Illustrator.
hand to hand is relatively near a dagger because at this point, Coco's not having any of it's like this whole mushroom thing is bullshit.
Oh, my broken heart.
I'm actually gonna recast the same message that I sent to Garvin a minute ago and say to Coco, well, clearly that was a test. At least some of you passed. And then just shrug.
So you see her take the
Yeah, I don't know if Coco can actually.
You see her take the lichen and the moss, and she slices it up into strips, and you see her lightly drop it into the cauldron, and starts to stir it up. Doesn't look like she prepares it any other special way. She just makes these very long strips, about 1.5 feet long. Just puts them right in. She takes the large 3-foot mushroom. You see her slice it down the middle, and then cut those in half, and then she just literally just chops it up. Yes, this is like a meaty mushroom, and it many people say it reminds them of eating meat. That seems to absorb some flavor, and it's got some of that strong consistency, like if you're eating cow, beef. I've heard these before. I mean, I've never, but it should work just fine. So you just see her chop all that up, collect it all, and just toss it right into the large pot.
While she's preparing and cooking, can I do a nature check to see if... Because I know she said one mushroom was poisonous until cooked. But I want to see if the other 2 mushrooms give off any of the telltale signs of... like an agaric or any kind of like a toxic mushroom.
Okay.
Boop. Oh yeah, that's a 10.
They look perfectly safe to you, so you can't really tell.
Cool. Yep. I also ignored my own advice and rolled on D&D Beyond, so... Anyway. Cool! I'm loving this. Oh.
So, you see her take the other mushrooms. You see her pull off the shelf 4 other ones that she'd already had. Looks like she just needed to get to some. I'm sorry, 3 other ones, not 4 others. And what she does, you see her take them, grab some twine, wrap it around the middle of it so it kind of arches up, so the bottom, it looks like she's almost making a bowl.
Ooh. Oh. Okay. Oh, that's creative use. That's smart right there. I made a bowl out of bread once. You should try it with like really thick stews.
Yeah.
Wait till you try this.
Oh. I
And
can't
you
wait.
You absolutely can eat these mushrooms. They are safe. None of them are poisonous.
Okay.
Oh, you
Hey,
just
how about
making
that
sure
super-
we're capable, or you just
Um,
really needed help with dinner?
You offered.
She emphasized that real hard. Can I
I-
insight check that?
I could have absolutely made this on my own, but you all offered to help, so I sent you out. I just forgot.
I'm just
I apologize.
curious.
You can insight
No,
that.
it's all right.
Yeah, thanks.
I don't think he
Oh,
thinks
that
twice about it, but
left.
he does ask because it
Fucking
is on his
stop.
mind.
13 plus 7, so 20. Mod 20.
20.
Counted on my fingers.
You're not noticing any insincerity.
Okay.
So, you see after a while she's stirring the stew, you hear Sahiri start to stir. As Sahiri,
Morning.
you've got your eyes start to open, and the light from the room really starts hurting in your head. You just feel this throbbing in your head. But you find that you're staring up at the ceiling of this small house. But you have this wonderful
And Coco.
smell coming from somewhere in the room.
Just suddenly Coco into view.
This is Budgie.
Fuck.
Hello.
Well, that was an experience. Not one I want to repeat.
Hey,
No.
there's not many people that can say they've been screamed to sleep by a mushroom.
I
Yeah?
should hope not.
I mean, hey. I
Do
mean,
not recommend.
every time we do something, it's a first. It's great. I love it.
Oh, good, you're awake. Perfect timing. Dinner is just about ready.
Perfect timing is kind of our thing, apparently.
Accidental perfect
up.
timing.
Yeah,
Okay.
true. Before you even talk, you just saw the face. Shut up.
So-
no,
I mean,
you're
is
right.
there really
Yeah.
such a thing as perfect timing?
Hello, have you met me?
It's more of incidental
Okay,
timing, I suppose, than
enough.
perfect timing. But
Yeah.
Either
that's-
way,
that's it. That's what they're trying to say.
you notice the room itself. There's not a lot of seating. There's enough for you guys to sit down, but there's no like formal table. There's no. You have a small table with a couple of chairs there. You have a small couch that can probably fit 3 of you, and there's a couple of other smaller tables that are kind of chairs that are sitting off to the side.
Yeah.
Reminds
I'll
me
I'll take
of
a seat
home.
out of the way.
She's yeah, I will fill your bowl. Just come up and grab a bowl, and we'll fill you up, and
Okay.
please have a seat.
Here.
Again, I apologize. I wasn't expecting guests, so I'm not really set up for eating alone. Just but the bowls themselves should be sturdy
live-
enough that you shouldn't have a problem.
We live in a bar. This
What
is
do the bowls
fine.
look like they're made
Welcome
out
this
of?
to your home.
They're made of the mushroom, the green mushrooms with the
Green
purple
and
rings.
mushroom. Yeah.
So they were about 2 feet wide. So she managed to curl them up and then wrap twine around the middle to hold its shape.
So
Can I
just
use
It's like a
Crap on
bread
mine.
bowl for soup, except it's a mushroom.
Exactly.
I want to use Druidcraft on mine, kind of like to try to reinforce it. Maybe grow more of the mushroom into itself, or try to encourage its growth a bit in a way to seal up the cracks.
Okay. So as you go and grab the you see, while it's similar, it's as thick as a pancake almost. It's that same thickness, but it's very hearty. It feels very sturdy, and it almost looks like it just naturally curls around that. You don't find any cracks in it, but what you do as you cast Druidcraft is you kind of see the form. It almost grabs, almost like stalks at the bottom, almost like it's grabbing its own stem out of the top, and it's making it a little bit more stable. And you can see the edges of it grow a little bit thicker, so it's almost 1.5 times as thick as as what you'd be considered a pancake, or what it had originally been.
So I do that to each one of them then. After that, if I see one of them work out, I'll go through and kind of reinforce every one of these makeshift bowls to make sure they work out.
Dude, this is so fucking cool.
Has
Or
Garvin
nice
ever used
mushrooms.
Druidcraft in front of Murray before? I can't remember. I'll let you do it, and I'll just kind of give you like a side eye. Thanks.
Well, that was new. Never thought of doing
Also
that
salami.
before. You all are full of surprises, but
You have no idea.
Accurate description of us.
Yep.
Coco's a
Also
perfect
hot
mimic.
mess. See?
See? That was
Honestly,
an alert that she heard like 10 years ago.
I think Coco is the best judge of character out of all of us.
Coco puffs her feathers a little bit.
That's. I mean, she does choose to hang out with us, so that is a bit questionable. But yeah, not entirely wrong.
so
I choose
please
to hang
have a
out with
seat.
you.
Let
That's
me
a-
know
Wait.
how the meal
Never
is.
mind.
I've not really had guests in a
Oh,
long time.
Smells great.
I hope you enjoy.
I dig right in. Oh yeah, I dig right in. I mean, I'm not gonna be like, but Murray's enjoying his food. Pinky out.
Yeah, I don't worry about it. I just eat.
Yep, Coco's eating too.
So
I will
It's-
begin to eat.
the liquid itself is
she
very
eating?
thick. Yes. Yes, she is.
Okay, then yeah.
So the liquid itself is very a thick broth. It really seems like the mushrooms help infuse it and make it more of an actual stew. It looked like she had put some other stuff that she hadn't already collected, or that she'd already collected in as well, which is why she was able to chop the things up. As you eat it, it's almost like eating a really thick, hearty beef stew. The chunks of large mushrooms are savory. They've got that just meaty flavor and texture to it. You're amazed that the mushrooms themselves can give off this kind of flavor from the stew.
Oh my god, I absolutely need this recipe.
Well, I can certainly give you it, but I don't know where you're going to get all the mushrooms from. I mean, most of them are
I'll figure it out.
very
That's
well.
what I've got Murray
I'm sure we could grow them.
Yeah, that's what I've got Murray for.
Oh, no, like Murray kind of like half chokes his last sip. Yeah, no, I was gonna say, hang on. Oh god, that's so good. Yeah, no, I was just wondering, if you didn't mind if I took some of the spores of a couple of the mushrooms around here and maybe added them to my own farm back on the material. Yeah, I mean, you'd know better than any of, and you know which ones will actually grow on the material, maybe, or not. It's an experiment. We'll both find out.
I mean, you can certainly try. Never.
Sweet.
I mean, I've lived here my entire life, so I've never been to this material plane. But...
Well, if you
I
ever
mean,
want to
technically,
visit,
Murray, there's more than one material. It's just which materials are material.
what the fuck did you
Right.
just say?
It's all about layers, you see? Like, there's just layers to reality, kind of like an onion, you know? And
Oh,
there's
you
just
told me.
different layers of the onion that are...
A material plane just suggests like your home plane.
Oh. Okay. That's a lot less confusing than the wizard speak version.
I think what he's trying to say is that your world is one of many. That you're not the only one that is
I mean,
home to people.
technically, I mean, because if we were planers, then our home plane wouldn't be material. It'd be planar.
Well, Dad's not from our world, and he's. I mean, there's a material plane wherever the fuck he's from.
So what you're saying is the concept of the material plane becomes immaterial once you're no longer on it.
Why are we
Pretty
thinking about this
much.
so hard?
I mean, how do you think this place exists?
Magic.
Marie's nose bleeds just a little bit. Overexertion.
I think this is Garvin's brain. Like, it's how he looks at it.
Yeah, and we're all just like, what?
Wow. But no, but the super black moss, is that dangerous? Dare I?
I wouldn't touch it.
Okay.
What's it do?
When you were asking if mushrooms that your friend here can produce are necromantic, they're not, but they can produce necromantic-like results.
Oh.
They may drain something from you, and I wouldn't
Zombies?
want. No. It doesn't bring things back. It pulls away.
Oh. It leeches from you, basically. It sucks some of your essence out of you.
It's the
Coco
bad
looks a
stuff.
little disappointed.
Yeah, no thank
thinking
you.
that
Maybe
those-
with gloves.
Oh, what is the? Oh, I've forgotten the word. It's
Myconid? Myconid? Question mark?
no.
Okay,
I
tried.
It's the fungus that grows into ants' brains and makes them and turns them into zombies.
Oh,
I knew
cordyceps.
exactly what you were
Thank
thinking.
you.
I just couldn't think of
Yeah.
it.
Cordyceps.
No.
That's the
Yeah,
word I was
cordyceps.
looking for.
It more of
Nah.
absorbs your life essence until you have no more.
Big yikes.
It drains the energy from you.
Yeah, I'm not going to be touching that. Okay. I mean,
good
you know,
choice.
if you're okay with it, I wouldn't mind. And, you know, hey, then you've got some mushrooms to eat if you come over and say hi to us, you know?
I wouldn't touch the red ones either. Those do more of what you were talking about.
What? Zombies? Or fire?
Oh. Oh, no.
Zombies should not exist. That's
Yeah,
a
we-
hard
Wait a minute,
pass.
can we take some samples?
That is the question at hand.
I mean, I intend on going in underneath the cap
I've-
of the mushroom or the gills. You can
know
get
what?
some
Never
spores out
mind.
of there.
Never mind. We don't. Wait, can we take some samples?
I
Oh, Garvin.
I do not want to be responsible for the use of any of these
Oh, you won't.
any of my mushrooms causing any other problems.
Perhaps
I will
Yusuf
gladly
could
give
suggest some.
I will gladly
Oh, yeah.
give spores for the stew recipe as was requested by your friend, but
Yeah.
Yes.
Adrian, by the way.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. We're so fucking rude.
Like I
Sorry,
said,
Murray.
also hot mess describes
But
us.
as I said, my hospitality has come at a bit of a price, and I do ask that you please stop whatever this. You said his name was Gray. I
It's
ask
on
that you
our list.
Stop what he is
It's
doing.
on our list.
That list
Yeah.
doesn't stop growing, does it?
I mean, it's kind of like mushrooms.
Oh,
You
we
think
have
they're gone.
Gray.
come right
We
back.
have the Lich.
Dragons.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, that's part
Oh,
of
no,
the
sorry, a
Grey
dragon god or dragon cult. Jeez, we got a full...
That's the Grey situation, Murray. That's
Making
kinda...
sure our
Yeah, I
large
know, but I mean, it's
friend
all
makes
rolled up
it
into
back
one.
home.
Oh yeah, Thog.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's that guy. There's the big giant. Shit! I run outside of the
I was
house.
gonna say, like, did we feed Thog?
Hey, Thog! You here, Chief?
Yes.
Don't.
Oh, hey! Sorry we ran off on you.
Again.
Poor Thog, we keep forgetting him.
How you doing? Are you? I'm just gonna get up. I'm gonna find him. Look him in the eye. Hey, man. You hungry?
Question.
Dog could use food.
The fucking giant.
Okay.
Don't worry, I've got, there's extra I can give your friend. There's some leftover from what we all had. I mean, this is a large pot, and you see her just lift the pot up. Hang tight, I'll give it to him.
Yo, she's
Oh,
strong. Hell.
She picks it up, and you see her
Oh, there
fly
you go.
up to Thog. Thog, is that your name? Here, have some stew. You see Thog just grab the thing out of his hands and... Mmm. Smells yummy. And you see him just go...
Is yummy.
At least it's
It
not a
just
giant jug
swallowed
of
it.
mayonnaise this time.
Yeah. we
Oh, it was the mayonnaise that made him
know.
throw up. I was trying to think of what made him throw up,
And he
so I didn't
puts
get to
the
it
pot down.
Me.
again.
Oh, that was delicious. I'm not hungry anymore. And you guys also, as he says this, you notice you only had the bowl, but you feel full.
Rethinking making this a special at the bar. Creates less buying opportunities.
I think I want to study this
love
recipe.
it.
Hey,
You also, if you are missing any hit points, you're feeling more refreshed. In
Go hit 'em
fact,
all.
you feel awake, and you feel like, well, for the lack of a better term, you guys feel like you got the benefits of a long rest.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, we are taking that recipe.
Holy shit. Okay.
That's
dangerous.
That's an in-house special. Only we get that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking like the magical effects of the soup might wear off on the material or something, because it might be the fact that the mushrooms grow in the Fae that... we'll tinker with the recipe, man. It's gonna be great.
Yep. So, in terms of us dealing with the situation to the north, as you put it, how aware are you of the situation happening?
I know he's casting some sort of spell that how can I put this? Bringing something here that should not be.
Yes. So
Is he trying to summon Tiamat?
No.
No.
No, one does not simply do that. Besides, if I'm not mistaken, she has been bound within Avernus itself.
Is he trying to bargain with her? It's probably a
No,
better
he's
term.
trying to summon Olaganthos. Brother, we know that.
I mean, I'm just making sure.
It's a type of dragon we've never seen before. I mean,
Rainbow dragons, yeah, it's fucking weird.
if it's a god that they're
I mean, look,
resurrecting,
rainbow
then it's a
dragons,
different one.
dragons with 5 different colors. It's kind of the same thing.
No, it's a fair leap. And I leave
I
logic
mean,
to
yeah.
you, so, whatever.
Multicolored dragons only have one personality. If I was a dragon that had a whole bunch of different colored heads, oof.
Yeah.
God, I'd just eat all the other heads and be like, bitch, my show now.
You are a
Sorry.
strange one.
So, yeah, that's putting it lightly.
But
we
no,
can
I've
be
not
like-
heard of the Dragon Queen being mentioned in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, so he is, as far as we are aware, attempting to bring an ancient dragon, apparently of his own lineage, back into existence. Whatever the fuck that means. And it's gonna be bad. Everywhere he's been has been bad. And there's a lot of people who've been kidnapped, presumably to be sacrificed in the summoning of said giant fucking dragon. Please excuse my language, but I'm feeling kind of heated and awake now. Thanks for that, by the way. As much as I mean no disrespect, as much as your hospitality is greatly appreciated, this is a huge undertaking. And yes, we're already doing it. So admittedly, the hospitality has gone quite a long way. Garvin did passively, casually mention to me that he had another thing he would like to ask of you, if possible, and I'm trying to ascertain how possible that is. Would you need something else in exchange? Or now knowing more of what's going on in the north, is that enough?
That all depends on what you are asking.
Well, that's a good question, and he won't fucking tell me, so go ahead, kid.
Garvin tries speaking Gnomish. Does she understand it?
He does not.
Fuck, that's
He
one of the
says
languages I don't know.
I know. He says shit. And then Gnomish at that point. Can you and I just talk to two of us?
If you wish.
I'll stay out here with Thug, Chief.
I just do this. And then walk over to Murray. Not you, him.
Oh, okay.
So, everybody else is outside.
Older brother syndrome.
Garvin and Illustrate walk back into the house. You see her close the door, touch her hand to the door. Very well, you can speak freely. Your friends won't be able to hear even if they try.
Look, obviously you have control over certain things. My brother knew you weren't telling the truth completely in some way. Murray's gonna get to a point that he's strong enough that he can do something that I'm gonna ask him to do. And I'm wondering if you can help me with the results.
What exactly are you trying to help him do?
I'm gonna ask Murray to kill me so I can have a new body. So I don't have to rely on this armor to help me to walk. And so that I can live as long as my brother. I want to be a half-elf like him. Can your mushrooms grow a body or help him understand his magic to make me be closer to him like that?
So you want to control the ability of reincarnation?
I mean, it's the hope. I figure I'm kind of asking somebody who might be able to help.
I may have something that would help. I don't have nearly the control you think that I do, but I might have something that be able to influence a little bit of the outcome. Just wait right here, and I will be right back.
Right.
You see her fly out of she touch the door of the house and remove whatever enchantment. She opens the door and you see her fly around the corner. The rest of you see the door open, and you see Elistray fly over the house, back in towards her mushroom forest. She's gone for about 2 or 3 minutes. You see her fly back, and just don't worry, just a moment longer. Close the door.
Okay.
Okay. Thug hasn't figured out Boulder Parchment shears yet. We're working on that.
See her close the door, and again touches the door, says something, and then all right. Take this mushroom. Give it to your friend when he is ready. Before he casts the spell, have him eat the mushroom, and think very hard about exactly what he's looking for.
Alright. Will this keep in a bag of holding?
Oh, it will last for quite a while, and it should work on other planes as well. Don't think there should be any side effects from it.
Alright. I'll help however I can.
Garvin gives her a bit of a nod, sticks it into the bag.
I'm counting on you to stop this intrusion into my home.
I mean, I kind of hope it works too. my legs are getting sore and I'm getting like these marks on my body and things. And this armor's not a permanent solution.
Perhaps not. Just remember, you are quite remarkable as you are.
Yeah. I just don't want to live like a quarter of my brother's age. That's always been a problem for me.
This will help, hopefully. I can't guarantee anything, but it should do what you ask. It's the best help
Gives a
that I
bit of
can
a
offer.
nod.
Well, I did promise you all rest, relaxation, and a safe place to stay. You have given me gifts, and you have promised to stop this intrusion into the swamp. And the rest of the Fae, for that matter. I trust you'll continue your journey from here.
Yep.
Garvin extends his hand to her, and if we fail you, I'm sure you can all aren't willing to uphold our bargain as promised. You can extract payment as you see fit.
Kind of hands a hand out towards her.
And she nods her head and shakes your hand. And you feel a strength and a power coming from her shake as you kind of feel almost this energy come through your hand. Now, I suggest you get back with your friends. Don't think there's too much time left that I think you can waste too much more time here. She goes back over to the door, touches it, says an incantation, and opens the door. After you. Do you see Garvin and Eldestry come out of the house? Well, dinner's been lovely. I thank you for your assistance. Is there anything else you all would need before you leave?
Do I already have the recipe?
Oh, right. 1 second. She flutters back inside the house. She's gone for a couple minutes. She comes back out, and you see she's got a small bag. And it looks like it's sealed, and at the top, it's got, like, wax sealing it closed. And tied to it is a small sheet of paper with writing on it. I hope this will do. I can't give you the actual items themselves, but hopefully you'll be able to cultivate these with, well, your friend anyways. I don't know how much you would be of use for it, but...
Oh, I'm fucking worthless in that department, but I'm good with people. And speaking of which, you are an absolute gem, and if you ever do happen to visit the material plane, please do come visit. We would love to see you.
Perhaps all this trouble is over. Maybe it will time to branch out and look at other things. But I do have quite the garden to tend to. I appreciate the invitation. I wish you all luck in your future endeavors, and
Hey,
understand that I will know if things go well or not, one way or another.
if I ever come back this way, I mean, technically, unless we teleport directly from where we were and we don't have to follow our way back to you. Anyway, long story to say, if I come by back here, I'd like to help you with maybe fertilize your garden a bit more for, I don't know, about a year. Make it an annual pilgrimage. You know, I can come back every year, make sure your mushrooms are nice and big and super hardy. No. I mean,
Murray,
if you allow.
Forward.
I don't think that's what he meant, Gov.
Oh.
I thought of it too.
You hear her chuckle. I wish I could say I could give you a safe passage to this swamp, but I cannot afford to do such things. But perhaps
Nobody
you'll find a way, and you'll be more than welcome if you find your way back.
can.
Oh,
We
perfect.
always do.
I'm sorry. For growing the spores, I want to give them the best chance. May I have a single fistful of the mulch that you used to grow your mushrooms?
She flies over, pulls out another pouch,
Yeah.
grabs a little bit of soil, tosses it in, and tosses it to you.
Thank you. Just in case, you know? I mean, give them a fighting start, you know?
They're made of people.
Everything's made out of people. And I take the, like, smiling, I'm gonna take the bag and stow it.
That's not a problem.
think-
We have access
I
to people.
think Garvin chuckles.
I mean, I was thinking that, but like, is it made of people? Just to simplify our own learning experience.
She winks at Murray.
I mean, Murray's right.
Yikes.
Everything's made of people.
death is just a
And
part
people
of
are
life.
made of everything.
And not everyone can afford a burial, but once I've put their souls to Kellamvor,
There you go. See, the souls belong to whoever they belong to, but the bodies, I kneel down and I pet the dirt, belong right here.
Okay.
Oh,
Every
squishy.
every
Anyway.
living thing needs the nutrients it needs to survive.
Amen, sister.
Yep. And after this, I need a lot of alcohol.
Oh, man.
Can we
The
fly
way you
yet,
need to
or
go
we
from
walk?
here is continue on northeast. It won't be a long. It won't be a long walk. You're almost out of the swamp itself. We're at the very edge. Continue on along the edge of the Everdark. You'll find him soon enough.
Is there anything we should look out for to make sure we've gone too far? Like, clear sign, don't go this way. I don't mean
it was
clear,
simple.
not vague.
Don't. There's nothing really clear. The sky goes dark, and there's an air of just menace when you cross into the Everdark.
So is it like when a farmer knows the rain's coming?
You'll know it when you enter.
But
I
isn't
don't know
it
a
too
better way
late
to
then?
explain it. Excuse me?
Garvin, shut up.
I mean, but isn't it too late then?
Uh,
Once you're in there?
Once you're in there, you're not stuck in there. Unless there's something waiting for you, of course, but
Just step backwards.
Alright, so we get a bad feeling, just turn around.
Does that
Or at
mean
least-
now?
come a little bit. But I don't think that'll be a problem. Once you get out of the swamp, I think you'll see what you're looking for.
Okay, thank you very much. We're gonna stop bugging you now.
Bug.
I don't think we're bugging her.
Of
I
course
think we
not.
we
I,
need to
but
do.
I haven't had company in... I don't know how long it's been.
And I think Garvin nods in agreement, like he gets it. Like she's not had anybody around for a while. She's probably enjoying this, but it's more of an urgency of she needs us out of here to get the problem taken care of. Otherwise, she'd keep us here as long as she could to entertain herself.
Just fair warning, if you head back out from here, stick to the path you took to get here. If you venture too far off to the west, there are creatures there that will pull you down into the swamp and never let you go.
Yikes! That's a good warning. You should.
Whatever
put up signs.
decision you made to come in the way you did, probably saved your own lives.
Dumb luck and perseverance.
I mean, we just kind of like froze the ground and moved the dirt and made it like something you could walk on.
Fucking
I was meaning more of where you came in from.
Hey,
Alright.
we'll leave that same way. Not a problem.
Here we go again.
Oh man.
So you guys start heading the direction which he kind of gave you. Again, it's more of this swamp. It's not as thick as it had been. It does seem like you're more on the outskirts. The ground's not as soupy, so you don't have to necessarily use your spells. It doesn't seem like you're sinking in as you walk. Eventually, you guys, after about 2 hours of walking through, you see the tree starting to thin out a little bit more. The ground start to solidify a little more. The water starting to recede a little bit as you look like more flat ground. As you come out, you see it's straight ahead of you. It's dark. I mean, it's getting to be very, very dark. But heading a little bit more off to the east, you see those giant like lotus flowers in the distance, kind of creating this line, this edge, where it stops at this edge of this darkness. You can also see right along the distance of your vision, you can see this pulsating light coming from just at the edge of where these giant lotus flowers are kind of humming at the edge of the darkness. It's almost directly what you consider east of you.
We need a plan for how this is going to go when we find Gray, right?
Kill, smash, maim, murder, destroy.
But we need to find out where the girls are.
Ow.
So we can't
Valid.
just kill him.
I could do the
Well,
hand
you
thing, and
probably-
then we could interrogate.
Okay.
I mean, we're probably gonna have to do, like, almost kill him. Are you guys, like, summoning dragons from another world to, like, ruin another to get what he wants?
No, he needs
He's
to meet
pretty-
Kellamvor, but we need our information first.
Yeah, we'll do the hand
Alright.
thing, and then we'll let Coco do the stabbing, and we'll interrogate him. I've got no fucking moral compass anymore.
Wait a second. Like, Sahira, is it your job to send people to Kellamvor sometimes?
No, but I don't like people who mess with children. It's not. I understand he's their father, but kids should know their parents if they can.
I mean, I guess, but
And not get
what if
killed by them.
Kellamvor chose to, like, use you to prevent...
My
Other
job is
stuff.
to make sure the dead stay dead and that the living, when their time is up, have a path to Kellamvor so that they can find their gods or be punished as necessary.
I mean, but technically, wouldn't that mean that you're trying to make sure people can live the life they're supposed to be living and live as long as they're supposed to live too?
And let me pose a further philosophical question. From the moment that we were given this task, would it not be fair to consider Gray already dead and just waiting to get there? So you're kind of still doing your job. Because,
I mean,
you know, we're sent after him.
Whatever
good at?
means necessary.
Yeah, see, you get it.
Some people, as I said, need to meet Kellamvor sooner than others.
I think the only reason Garvin's asking is because it's the first time he's seen some sort of like clear, like, oh, I'm going to send him to his maker type of mentality from Sahiri out of it, anything that we've been through. And I think Garvin kind of picks up on it going, wait a second, is that okay? Like, is that your job too? Like, and I don't think he thinks of it in the sense of, is it okay? Is it right or wrong? Is that your realm as well? Like, what does your realm of worship and clerichood contain, right? And if it means sending something that's supposed to die to its death, then so be it too, right? Like, that's where Garvin's trying to understand, and I think that's where the question's from.
I mean, Sahiri's doing her best, but she's got the personal feelings of somebody who's been orphaned twice.
Okay, yeah.
Driving
and
this too.
He's not very wise, so I think I think the two of them are like on the same page. It's just like he's like, all right, okay, and just kind of gives a bit of a nod, like he understands. Yeah.
I mean, there's natural process. If you make bad choices, you will meet Kellamvor sooner. Gray has
Okay.
made bad
Fuck.
choices.
S-
He has made
Kellamvor
choices
gets his
that have
soul.
sent many before their time.
I mean, okay.
What if we walk into this and we're only hearing half the story and Gray's actually a really cool guy? And this dragon they're trying to summon is like a really nice guy who's like a good dragon who's like, oh, hey, man, I missed you guys. Hey, how's it going? Let's have a party.
Your
Alright,
agents, the
Sure.
agents
hey,
of your organization have found him and measured
Yeah,
him to be in
and-
need.
how many
and
nice
Dad-
I
purple
know,
people
but-
has he messed up, Murray? Like Knob got messed up, other things got messed up. Also, his thing got messed up because this guy.
And
That
Dad
knob thing is a
sent us-
weird
and-
situation, though, because
Why?
like
Because my
Dad
brother
just
likes
sent
him.
me and shut up.
no.
Dad just sent us visions of this terrifying thing because, you know, fuck it. Hey kids, here's a terrifying vision. Why not? Sure. A fucking god doesn't know.
Look, here's the thing. If there's a Fae here that's as powerful as she is, and Dad's getting involved, and the Autumn Queen, and all these things are getting involved, it's threatening their existence too.
Dad
Gray's
hates
doing-
being involved
Gray's
in
doing
anything.
some messed up shit.
Just so we're on the same page, she's like super powerful, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Garvin
Just
yeah.
making sure.
Clock
I try
that
to
at
trust her
minute
to say
one.
I try to trust people, you know, but I had this inkling that there's something there, you know.
Oh, she skirted the issue very well. Clocked that
Yeah.
at minute one. She has way more power than we realize. And I don't think we should have pressed, so I'm glad
I
we
think
didn't.
Garvin realizes, and he's still pressed.
Mhm.
Okay.
But I think that's value for the character too. Is like he understands his value, the value of what we're doing, and we're not just like pawns to be utilized for no cost, right? Like it's
Yeah.
if we don't establish our own value with these things, they won't respect us on a higher level.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are again
We're making a
sitting
lot
at
of-
this. All right, have you guys stopped and had this conversation, or have you been walking as you kind of had this conversation?
Say
We want to
walking.
stop in the swamp.
I
I
don't think
assume
we're
we-
stopping
I
this
thought we
now.
were
Maybe a
walking and
little bit,
talking.
Okay,
I
so
like
Yeah.
walking because we have like 2 hours of that to do because of the slowness of using cantrips to walk.
well, you've noticed that it's not. You haven't even needed to use your spells because it's a little bit more solid than it was before.
Huh.
So you guys, and as you guys walked, you made it to the edge, and you were kind of walking now along what looks like the edge of the swamp, and you can almost tell that just it gets so dark off to your left as you turn out of the swamp that you're pretty sure that's probably the border of the Everdark.
Marie just kind of looks at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hazard a guess that we don't go that way.
Yeah, there's a lot of nope over there.
All in agreement seem freaked out. Oh, look, that's everyone.
Now, for question's sake, only because this is the mechanics thing that comes into play, because you said this is the equivalent of a long rest. Does that mean I could change prepared spells in my spell book?
I don't know that we
'Cause
had that
may
kind of time.
I don't
is
know
the
if
only
that
thing.
that's what I'm asking, because that's a normal long
No,
rest thing,
yeah,
So
it's gonna
I
give
don't
you the
think-
normal. It give you your spell slots back. It's gonna give you your hit points, any of your other. But yeah, spell slots. Even druids and clerics would still be retaining the same spells, but you just get those slots back.
right,
Yeah.
and in a wizard's case, I've
Technically-
got a lot of different spells in my spell book. I don't have the time to like look at them, study them like I normally would, which is how I usually do that. Which
Yeah.
is why I asked. I didn't
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
how this magic worked. Essentially.
Yeah,
And, like
it's
for a druid, they get their spells at sunrise, right? So it's like if there's no sunrise, does Murray get to change his spells at all? Like Murray is pretty much Murray right now.
sunrise
Okay.
in this situation would be treated as when you get up from a long rest. But because there's
Okay.
not actually
Okay,
getting
just
a
making
long
sure.
rest, you get all the other benefits. So the cleric spells, druid spells are going to be remain. You won't have time to repair your wizard spells.
Sorcery points.
I'm good with what I've got. I just didn't know if I should look at it or try to change anything.
Right.
No worries.
So
Twin spell.
Yeah.
you
I
guys are walking and talking. As you guys continue on, you just notice the direction you're heading just leads to this pulsating light at the edge of the Lotus Gate.
Oh.
As you kind of get closer, you get this almost audible thumb going through your head.
So we touch it, right?
Wait.
Is it going through my head, or is it like something that's like audible?
Like that background hum?
That's
Yeah,
penetrating my head.
It's more like penetrating your head. So it's that it's just boom. It's almost like this energy is just sending these waves across the sky, and you just feel it in your whole body as you're kind of moving closer.
Ooh. That's disconcerting.
I stopped walking.
The best description I can get is it's that sensation you get when somebody's playing an individually loud bass riff, and it's from a distance, and you've got these huge speakers, right?
Yes.
It's that energy that's pushing through.
It's a sonic wave, and I think Garvin, the first time we feel it surpass, like just
It's
ignores it
less
maybe second or
sonic,
third
and
time.
it just feels more. I mean, it's essentially, yeah, it is really more of a sonic, but it's just
Yeah.
almost this wave of feeling that just pushes through.
Yeah, it's like the rush of sound past you. You don't really hear it, but it's more of the presence of it pushing through you, and maybe a dull thrum, like low frequency bass that you probably can't hear.
Yeah.
I think Garvin probably hears it like 3 or 4 times, and then stops, and then anybody hear that? If
Yep.
nobody else has noticed it by then, he's probably asking about it late.
Yep.
Yeah, no, there's a weird. Like, you
It's
feel
like
it.
a magical pulse.
It's like a concert made out of magic. Yeah, like that, but magic.
Slower.
God, I don't like this. I don't know. Garvin starts trying to head towards the center of the pulse. Is there a way for me to hone in on this?
I have not stopped. I'm just like, fuck this.
From the
I'm
look
Well,
of
there's
it,
there's a
you
there's a
see
beacon
this.
that way.
You see this light pulse, and it seems like it's the same frequency, but you're getting the wave at different times, of course.
Are you guys
Oh
coming?
man,
Let's
the
go.
laugh and the eye rub. Let's
I'm
go.
going that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tired of
Okay,
waiting.
let's do this.
Yep. Go for it.
Okay.
Garvin's
As you
not paying
guys-
attention, he just goes.
As you guys keep moving on, eventually the area opens up more. There's no trees in this area. You see, you're maybe 150 feet, 200 feet away, and you see this large archway in the ground. Creating this large, it's perfectly round, so it almost looks like a little more than a little less than a full circle. It's got this multicolored just sphere of color swirling around in it. On the edges of at the bottom of each of the edges of the archway on each side, you see large tubes that are probably 5 feet tall and about 2.5 feet wide. Inside, you see these silhouettes of 2 figures sitting inside, floating.
Hey, 20 gold says those are the kids.
You see a large slab of stone. It's probably 15 feet wide. Sitting on it, you see it's hard to tell from the distance, but you see it's a creature of some sort lying on it, and you see a figure standing in front of it with his hands raised in the air, facing away from you.
We have to stop this now.
Yep. Hi, Gray. We're
Wanna
here
go-
to fucking kill you.
You want to go to the kids first?
Sure, do whatever. Just gonna fucking
I
kill
can turn. I can. Okay, so is it something that? Okay, so theoretically, in Murray's head, the
How
containers
far
that are
away?
holding the kids, is it something
About
that
200
say
feet.
that? Oh, I don't know. a moose could charge, smash, and then potentially grab someone in their mouth and run.
So, again, you guys are 200 feet away from the
Yeah.
look like this
Oh, okay.
archway itself.
We're not getting details yet. Okay.
Yeah,
How
things are
far
too
we
fuzzy.
from the figure?
They're maybe 15 feet ahead of the figure, so it's slightly closer. So that's about 185 feet away.
Fuck.
How much bigger was it? Nani? Was that the woman who sent us here?
Mhm.
Was that
Yeah.
her name?
Yep.
How much bigger than me is she?
A lot.
He's a half elf. So.
She's a half elf. Okay.
Gray's a full elf, Nani's a half elf.
Yeah, but she thick with like 4 C's.
Sure, but is she a foot taller than me? More than a foot taller than me? How tall is she?
How tall is Garvin?
Let me see if I've got that listed in my description.
I think Garvin's like 5 and change. I think.
5'4", let's say 5'6", maybe at most.
With the
5.5
armor on.
feet. Let's say 5'6". Let's say 5'6" with the armor on.
I don't think she's any taller.
No, she's not tall.
Okay.
If anything, she's shorter.
Garvin's
Yeah.
using Mask of Many Faces to look like Nani.
Well, that's a play.
He gives a bit of a smirk to Adra and he keeps walking kind of boldly and aggressively, like throwing his shoulders or trying his best to kind of take on her persona.
Yep, I'm just following right behind.
He's
Sure.
probably not doing the best job at it, but he's imitating.
I got you. I'll figure it out.
Hey,
I'll play off of you.
While we're making our way up, everybody stay close for as long as we can. And I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
It'll make us quieter if we need to be.
How long does
Just
it
in
pass
case.
without a trace last for? 10 minutes?
Uh,
One
Pass
minute?
without a
trace, my good sir, is concentration for 1 hour.
Oh.
An hour. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
An hour, but you have to if you're outside of 30 feet of me, then
It's
it
on
no longer
initial
applies,
casting
but-
though. It has to do with initial casting.
For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a +10 bonus. So, I mean, you gotta be within 30 feet.
So they have to stay.
No, it's 30
Okay.
feet for the
Yeah.
duration. Or at
Yeah.
the thing.
Yep.
Oh, is it duration?
Oh, so it's just permanent. Oh, okay, cool. So we don't have to like. Oh, well,
Yeah, you have
shit,
to be
okay.
within 30
There we
feet
go.
at the
So-
moment of casting, but you don't have to stay within 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. So, guys, if you're moving up quietly, go ahead and everybody give me stealth checks.
I'm not quiet. I
Ooh,
ain't giving you stealth
We're getting
check.
some robot problems here.
I'm
Two
acting like
half-elves
Nani.
walking
I'm
up
kind
on
of
this
stomping along.
motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm walking right along.
It's plus 10, right?
Yeah,
It's probably me. I think I picked it.
flat. Whoa.
One
I'm
second,
a-
guys. I'm gonna
I'm a-
change
I'm a
our.
rogue. What do you
Yeah,
want?
No, it's still wow.
One second, guys. See if that helps. Sorry, Murray's having some tech issues.
Oh, there we go. See,
Yeah.
now you're clear for me. Yeah, it's just everybody was like,
Yeah.
for like a minute.
Yeah, you were locking up too. So, all right. So,
Freaking Coco, holy crap.
Yeah, dude.
Coco has never existed
mean,
ever.
No.
So,
Coco's-
Adrian, were you
Coco's
sneaking too?
very-
were you sneaking or no? So
I
you
am-
and you
I
and
am walking up with Garvin.
okay. So, all right. And you've
In
got
that
big
traditional,
chonk.
like half step behind and to the right.
Oh, that's not good. Okay.
The Chungus Among Us.
I love the fact that the brightly colored parakeet is now invisible in the swamp.
Somehow you
herself
just
in mud.
blend in. Yeah, you just like stop, drop, and roll for a second, and then.
Oh yeah, that's
then-
Murray. He's like, He's got like chunks of grass and shit sticking in his ears,
Oh, fuck.
making
Oh,
his own
poor
ghillie
Thog.
suit.
So-
Thog! Yes.
Thog
Right.
rolled a natural
Alright,
and
so-
that one, did he?
It's kind of hard for a giant to hide, right? I mean, the size of the guy, we're on a field, like, come on.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So, as you guys are walking, most of you guys are walking stealthy. 2 of you guys are walking confidently. 1 of you is being a little thick of foot. As you do, you hear like a maniacal laugh. You guys get up about 60 feet away, and as you do, you see a spin around, hands move, something shoots right above your head, and Thog disappears.
Counterspell.
I need you to roll for that, because this is a much higher level spell than you currently have.
Coco looks around for frogs.
That is a 19.
That's what happened last time.
Is it plus my spellcasting?
Hold on, I gotta...
Oh god,
think
just
it's
your
plus
luck he was
charisma
turned into a
mod.
flea.
Plus my charisma mod, so... Is that... No, okay. Hold on. That's the wrong modifier. I
Actually-
was looking at saves. I was like, what the fuck?
If you got
think that's
banished,
what
that
it
helps.
24.
You see another flick of the wrist from him
Uh-huh.
as you feel your spell goes out. It fizzles.
Huh.
Wow.
Fuck you then.
Stereotypical wizard man has stereotypical wizard spell. Scary.
And he yells, "Your bodyguard is gone, and you are too late."
I think you have the roles reversed, bud.
As you see
Can
in
I
his
roll
other
Arcana
hand,
check?
yep.
I just want to know what he cast. That's all I'm interested in, if I'm aware of. That is a 12. That's really low for me. Holy crap.
You're not sure. You there's parts of it that you grasp that you think you might know. Well, no, it's not a high enough level spell. He banished him. He cast banishment on Thog.
Oh, baby.
Dude, no, that's handy. He's on the material now. He's home.
I know, but
Oh.
poor
Back to where he came
Thog.
from.
Oh,
Well, I mean, not that we know that. Well, no, but also, yeah, no, he can come back. But
Well, whatever.
yeah,
But we did it.
Um,
Dreamwalk.
banishment's
Uh-uh.
fun.
No,
Yay.
no, 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 no.
No.
Just
What?
hit him really hard, Garvin shouts at the top of his lungs.
Got it. Can I do a thing? If I quicken it?
No, at this point we'll go into initiative.
Speed of Druid! Oh my god.
I think Garvin's trying to communicate this is a concentration spell. And it
Yeah,
needs
no,
to
I got
last
that.
long enough for Thog to be gone. If it's banishment, Garvin knows how this works. Oh, nat 20 on my initiative.
Hey, Sahiri, how much do you want to bet that the Druid is slower? Oh my god. The fucking Druid with mobile rolled a 3. Woo! Oh, sorry. Yeah, I forgot.
That's okay. The wizard's going before the rogue this time, so, you know.
Oh no,
Anything
you
can happen.
cringed. I thought my wee hurt your ears or something.
No, the sound's fine. I've got everybody's volume
Okay.
turned way the hell down.
We are a loud bunch.
All right.
Nah.
Oh no, I'm just being a very sensitive snowflake today.
Coco is 19. Adrian is 18.
It's fine.
Garvin's 22. Sahiri 13. Wow, you guys actually had good. Well, okay, most of you guys had good.
Yeah,
ice
thank
roll.
you. I appreciate that with my 3.
All right.
I mean, my dex is crap, so whatever.
So Garvin, you're up first.
Okay. You know, I think Garvin knows he can do some damage, but he's more utility than damage focused. So he's going to How far away are we from him still?
60 feet.
As it
You guys
starts?
moved up 60 feet.
Okay.
Don't forget you look like his wife.
I do.
I just put that in because that's all I have.
No,
time for.
I'm not. I've not forgotten. 60 feet.
Oh boy.
All right.
Also, a man's voice came out of his wife's body, so that's a little weird too.
Garvin Dash is right up beside him.
Oh,
Getting right beside him.
Let's
Okay.
That
go!
takes my action. That takes my action. But Garvin gets up right next to him.
Okay.
Well, that blows everything I was gonna fucking. Well,
I mean, look, if he's trying to play
Nah,
the part
figure it
of
out.
looking like Nani, that's the most obvious thought based on what he knows of her look, of what she would do. He's not thinking like himself.
I'll figure it out.
That's my turn.
Okay. Coco.
How far is he again?
Your guys are 60
From
feet
us?
away. 60.
She can bonus action clear that and still have her action.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Well, Garvin did say to hit him really hard. And when it comes to magic things, Garvin knows what he's talking about.
And he's
So,
within
yeah,
5 feet. You got sneak attack.
Yes, I do. So yeah,
Dude.
take my movement, bonus action,
Party time for Coco.
dash, and then stabby. It's Coco
Dude, I feel like
time.
Coco and
Alright,
Garvin are
how
about
the
to have
hell-
a moment together. Like
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
something serious
Alright.
about to be forged here.
Look, what's better than a wizard tank? We don't really have a tank. I'm gonna do what I have to do.
Alright, and that
Oh, I'm
is
offended.
You weren't up
But
here
not-
yet.
that's
You
that
were
is a
slow
natural
this time,
20.
Roll the
Marine.
3!
that's a natural 20 on the attack.
Okay.
Oh, damn!
Justin's like, alright.
Concentrate
cool,
this,
watch him
bitch!
die."
Good chance we're in concentration, unless he's doing some sort of other maniacal
Something
shit
like
that
that.
doesn't require it.
Alright, so that's
Let's just hope his reaction didn't refresh because we started combat after he reacted.
alright, so that is
But we all went before him.
Hey.
So it depends upon if we're talking about initiative count that starts
Oh,
reactions.
yeah,
or if
it
we're
depends
talking
where his
turns.
initiative is, yeah.
It's usually easier to keep track of reactions based upon when turn starts versus an initiative counter, but it depends upon how you do it.
Okay, so that was for the regular old stabby part of the damage. That's 13 points of stabbing,
Okay.
piercing damage. And stand by while I count some dice here.
I'm gonna hand
I
I don't think there's any way he can save a
Oh.
concentration save on this one than just the 13 already.
Yeah, nah.
Okay, so 8.
Oh, God. See, this is the silence we're all okay with, right? It's like, it's not awkward, it's just we're just
31
waiting.
31 points. That's 31 points of sneak attack damage.
Okay. You see him lose concentration. He just laughs, but in the background you hear from 60 feet behind you, you hear a pop as Thog is now returned back from the material plane.
Welcome back, Thog! Shit, I was hiding.
Alright.
Uh-oh.
Good work.
I'm excited, my buddy's back! Dude, the Dreamwalker's back!
Alright, Adrian.
Murray's a happy moose.
I am within 60 feet of this guy,
Oh,
which is
my camera
perfect.
just killed over there.
However, Adrian has just thought of something. Smash those. I'm gonna point at the 2 tubes because I don't have time to explain it. Never mind. Just smash it, and then I'm gonna mind spike him at 3rd level. Wisdom save, please.
What level is Shatter?
He saves.
What? Lame. Okay. Well then I'm gonna quicken a firebolt.
Okay.
Saves.
21 to hit.
That'll hit.
– 11 fire damage.
11 fire damage. Okay.
And then I guess I'm gonna get closer.
Okay. As you get closer, you notice the creature that's been lying on the slab, and I meant to mention this earlier to Coco and to Garvin. It is a dragon.
Uh-huh.
Rainbow scales. No, the eyes are not
Adrian is
open.
operating. Adrian is
That's good to
operating
know.
under the assumption that that is Knob.
Okay. You see Gray just visibly hold the wounds that he's taken. He just shakes his head. Do your worst. And
Wait
he casts...
a minute. That's bad. No, you're good.
Bring up the spell list real quick.
Boy.
The Encyclopedia Kabumika.
So
Kill
how
your
are you
friends
two
today.
positioned? How are Garvin and Coco? How are you positioned around him? Are you flanking him?
I'm right
So you're in his face. And Coco, where are you?
Coco would have flanked him. She would have come in from the side,
Okay.
taking advantage of the fact that Garvin is
Okay. He takes a step back between. So if you guys are at opposite sides, he takes 5-foot step back. So you guys are basically in front of him on each side.
Looking at each other.
And you see him cast his giant wall of just force. You feel something just slam against you. It doesn't do any damage, but it's now blocking you guys in front of you. Okay.
But that's gonna be my 1/4 level slot.
Actually, no, it's not. It's not a wall. You feel this, like, you see him with this shimmering sphere around him.
Okay.
But yes, you can go ahead and do your
Counter spell at 4th. Which blows all my 4th, but whatever.
If it works, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Heck, even if it doesn't work, it was worth trying.
Yeah. Do I need to roll?
Yes, you need to do it. It's a higher level spell.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. I mean, it's not amazing, but we'll try it. 17?
Okay. You feel it attempt to, but it seems like for whatever reason, it was a little stronger cast than he normally does it. Than it should normally be. So you see this just wall, and actually it pushes you and Coco and Garvin. It radiates out from it, and you guys actually get pushed back 10 feet as this wall just spreads out in a 10-foot square. So he's got this giant orb around him.
Uh-oh.
Sahiri.
Well, we're going to channel divinity and do Path to the Grave. An action to curse one creature I can see. I'll move up to do it within 30 feet of me until the end of my next turn. The next time you or an ally of yours hits the cursed creature with an attack, the creature has vulnerability to all that attack's damage, and then the curse ends.
Okay.
And
All right,
as a bonus action, I will cast Spiritual Weapon
Okay.
right in that area.
So, you see this, your spiritual weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Does it pop up
Alright.
inside his bubble?
that's what you're casting it right next to him. So, it does
Mhm.
appear inside of his orb.
Good stuff.
So, you actually get you get an attack with that as your first once you cast it.
Okay.
It's not physically passing through, so
That's an 18 to hit.
18 will hit,
Okay.
and it's vulnerable, so you'll take double the damage.
Okay.
Loopholes, bitches.
How far across?
Dude,
is
it's
this sphere?
awesome.
10 feet.
Um.
So it pushed, it created itself out of him, and kind of as it forms, and it kind of pushed you back 5 feet.
So that would be would I double the 8 plus 5, so it would be 14 points of damage.
So you did 9 and it's doubled to 18, or you did 18 damage.
You said to double to I rolled a 2
Oh, okay.
plus 5, so that's and
So
if
it's
you,
16.
I rolled
2 plus what's your modifier?
5.
So it makes it 8. So it's vulnerable, so it's 16. Takes double damage.
No, 2 plus 5 is
2
7.
plus 5
14
is
damage.
7.
I can't math.
Mhm.
Math.
I mean, I'd like to give it more, but
Okay, got it. I can't math today. All right.
Me either, but
Math is hard.
yeah.
All right. Murray.
Yeah. Cool. So Murray's gonna 40. I'm gonna have to burn another 20. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dash just to get up there. I'm gonna get up right next to one of these cylinders. I want to use the cylinders that one of the kids are in as a block between me and him. So there's bad guy cylinder thing and then me. So that if there's any kind of, I don't know,
Just-
fire coming my way.
Real quick, I forgot to roll concentration check on that. As Sahiri hits him with this this attack, you see this shimmer and just almost like shattering. Because I failed miserably on that concentration check. All right. Anyway,
Hey,
go ahead.
one of us got it.
Ah, that changes some shit. Okay. Yeah. Just from a cursory glance, does it look smashy so I can just grab a kid the next chance I get?
I mean, it looks like a glass cylinder, and yeah, you can definitely see there's silhouettes of small children in there.
Oh, small kids. I was hoping these kids were like in their 20s and it was like, I hate dad because they're divorced or something. Oh, no, Murray's mad now.
No, looking at it by
That's
you,
my-
you would have to guess by looking at them. They would probably look about 5 years old.
Okay. Well, I mean, human ages are weird for me, so... yeah, cool. So,
They're half elf.
Fuck. Okay, so I'm gonna burn. No, actually, a wild chap is an action for me because I'm not Moon. Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna bother with a bonus action right now because there's nothing I can really do. Cool. Smash him.
Okay.
My turn.
All right. So Thog's up. He reaches
Smash.
down into the ground, grabs a handful of dirt, packs it in, and you see him launch it towards one of the glass cylinders. Okay.
In Murray's head. Shit!
You see it slam directly into one of them. It does not shatter, but you do see a crack.
Ooh, nice. Sweet.
I got this.
Good job, Thug!
After that happens, you see this energy start to flow from the portal.
Well.
The color starts to solidify. The thumbing you guys have been hearing hits this high, just very, very loud. Not enough to deafen you, or throw you off. But you hear this loud thump as you see the maw of a gigantic creature, roughly the size of this portal, start to come out.
Uh-oh.
Garvin, you're up.
Uh-huh.
What's supporting this portal?
It looks like it's standing on its own. From where you can see, all you can see is the outer edge of it, and then the energy of the portal itself.
So is it fair to believe that Gray's no longer controlling what's happening? Whatever's happening is happening of its own accord?
You could probably safely assume when he was saying it's already too late, he was meaning it was too late. But he's certainly not conducting anything on his own at this point.
How far away from it is he?
He stepped over a step, so he's only 15 feet away from it. Right next to you, though. Well, no, not anymore. He's 10 feet away from you.
Okay. I reach out, I walk over to Gray, and I cast Levitate on him.
Okay. That's a strength saving throw?
Let me check.
Pretty sure it's strength.
Con save.
Oh, con save.
Woo! Let's hope he's a stereotypical
What's your
caster.
DC?
15.
I rolled a 16.
Ben luck.
What's that? Reroll, or is it a reduced by a
Minus
certain?
1d4.
Oh, come on, man. This is a 50-50. Let's go.
14. He is levitated.
Garvin shoves him right into the mouth of the beast coming through the portal while he's levitating. That is what I'm going to try to do.
Okay. Give me a
And
strength
Garvin's
check.
not-
I know it's not gonna take
actually,
much,
Garvin... Oh God.
I don't have another one for you, bud.
Well, I use my action to cast this, so I can't like use an action to shove him.
but no, you wouldn't be able to.
Right?
Not this round.
So
Yell at
Garvin's
Coco,
just
she's
gonna
right
use
there.
his movement to push the weightless body into the maw and put himself right next to it.
Ooh. He gets to turn around and see the dragon's nose like right in front of his
Low
face.
wisdom, sorry.
So you're
Dude.
describe exactly what you're doing again.
I'm going
trying
to
get
cast levitate on him and then
Yeah.
take my body and try to use his levitating body with my movement to push the body towards the
Okay.
maw and put myself in danger at the same. At the
So
same
basically,
accord, right?
you're just pushing yourself like this as your body's your movement.
Yes.
Okay.
Hug
So
walk.
he could probably easily kind of like kick off me. Like I'm not holding him or anything. He might be able to make his way out of this. It's not. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Does that
I
make
got you.
sense? Like I'm not grabbing.
I got you. You're just using your physical momentum to
I
move,
think this
push
is
his
just a
momentum
type of
forward.
desperation to get this fucker.
I
outta
got you.
here.
I got you. All right.
I will
He's
in my movement right next to the maw of this thing though, because I think that Garvin's doing that regardless.
Okay.
Just so you're aware.
All right. The dragon is now up.
Uh-oh.
it moves
balls.
forward
Big ball
and
plays.
it goes to bite. I need you to make a dex saving throw to see if you can move out of the way of this.
20 total.
Okay. You manage to see the mouth open and dive out of the way just in time. As it clamps down, you hear a scream from Gray as it swallows him whole. However,
Serves you right, you
it
fucking
has
prick.
gotten
Ooh.
one of its claws out of the
I guess we
portal,
wanted
and
to
it
deal with
is
the Grey
going to
Culprit, but not
swipe
knowing
at you.
And
That is a 25 to hit.
Oh, it hits.
Gods.
Nothing I can do about that.
Oh.
That's hitting.
Garbage damage, at least. 11 points of slashing damage as he
Okay,
wakes
okay.
across your back as you dive out of the way.
Garvin
So,
dives out of the way. and it
You see,
screams
all
out
he's
the way.
got is his head and one of his claws out of this portal so far. Coco.
And his head's like the size of a house, right? Like a
It's-
really big
he's-
minivan.
It's large.
really
He
big
is a
truck.
gargantuan dragon.
Oh god, Castle Grayskull is gonna eat us. Okay.
The shock look on Daphne's face.
Like it's yeah.
Decisions now.
Yeah. Coco. This is
Probably like a
this is more like
colossal
Coco's
great
like,
worm.
Now you have nothing around you.
Smash.
Gray has been swallowed, and he had already pushed you away. You are
Already
about
shouted
10
smash
feet
them.
away from the maw of this thing, though. You are close, but you're not within its attack range yet.
What about the other creature?
What other
There was
creature?
another one.
The dragon
There
was
was-
the shiny dragon. It's on the
Isn't there-
it's
The
on
one
the
that we
altar.
think is Knob.
Yeah. Is it still there?
Yes.
Has it moved?
Nope.
Is he frozen from?
It doesn't look like he's conscious.
Okay.
I
How
can
how
fix
far
that.
is he?
You're right next to him.
Slap him.
You see, and when you see, he's got chains over him, and you do see a wound on the side of his body.
Okay. Are the chains like affixed, or are they? Can I remove them?
They are affixed to this giant stone slab. There were 3 of them.
Can they be? Can
I
they
lost.
be unlocked? Or I'm a rogue. Can I do something about these chains?
You potentially be able
I'm
to
sorry,
get
you're
one off as an
roboting
action.
really badly for me there. So
Yeah, Discord
okay,
seems to be
I'm
having some issues
starting on the
tonight.
chains.
So, okay. So again, if you're gonna try and do it, give me a thieving tools check, sleight of hand check.
Yep. $25.
So you manage to work your lock, and you manage to pop the first lock off. The chain slides down. There's still 2 others left on there.
Got my work cut out for me.
Yep.
Okay.
Thieving time.
Adrin.
How far am I from the tubes now? Now that I've walked within 30 feet of this platform that the
You're
others are on.
You're 45 feet away. So they're the slab is 15 feet away. If you were 30 feet away from where Gray was, you're now 45 feet away from each of the tubes.
Perfect. You know what? Actually, hold on. Let me see if I have to do that for this. I don't. So I'm just gonna cast catapult
Okay.
and hit the thing, hit the tube. Because that's got kids in it, and I'm concerned that they are going to be a material component of this thing. I don't...
Okay.
So... 12 damage to the
12 damage.
tube.
Okay. As you hit it, you see the crack grow larger, but it still hasn't shattered yet. But it does look like it doesn't. It's not gonna take too much more to do it.
Oh my god. Fine, I'm quick. Oh, I can't. Yeah, I can. I can quicken a firebolt at it. I can't do another catapult, but... And just because I can, I'm gonna burn my Tides of Chaos so that I have advantage on the roll, and you can do fun things to me in a minute.
Hurry up, save the kids! Wait, who said that?
27 to hit.
27 will hit.
Okay.
Let's go!
Chaos. Chaos. 4 damage. That's garbage.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Fuck.
So
We're in the phase
Again.
too, so chaos. Woo!
wasn't enough to shatter the glass.
This is the fuck.
Murray's head pops out. Working on it!
Sahiri.
Dragon kids.
Kids.
Dragon.
No,
I
you
got the
dragon.
dragon.
Us kids.
I got the dragon.
No, not
Okay,
the big
heal-
dragon, the
no,
little dragon.
Heal dragon or kids?
Hail
Kids.
knob.
Okay. So I go up to the
I don't think Garvin understood the question.
dragon that is on the slab that we think is Knob.
We're now
Um,
praying that it's knob at this point
yeah,
because we're about to
seriously.
heal it. 'Cause if
Um,
it's not, we're fucked.
Well, I'm not
Oh,
gonna.
no.
I mean, I'll cure wounds it just at first level. So that would
Okay.
be max.
So that we can
Um,
take it down really quick if it turns out to try to
Just
beat
to,
us?
yeah. I mean, I'm not. You know. So that would be a 13
Okay.
points of healing.
So you see the wounds on the side heal, but his eyes do not
And-
open yet.
Bonus action: move the spiritual weapon closer to the, as far as I can, closer to the dragon in
You
the
can
portal.
move it right. You can move it up right next
Cool.
to the
Then
dragon.
we're gonna do that, which means that it can attack, right?
Mhm.
That is a 21 to hit
Yeah, that'll hit.
for 13 points of damage.
Yep.
I rolled an 8.
We're fighting a dragon. Oh no.
Murray.
Cool. I'm gonna walk up to the glass part that's like almost completely broken, and I'm just gonna Hulk out, man. I'm just gonna like bare knuckles, main hand, offhand, just melee the fuck out of it and just smash through it. Like Murray's pissed.
This is as Murray.
Oh yes, it's as Murray. I haven't wild shape. That's an action. I'm not a moon druid. I'm usually
Okay.
wild shape before combat.
Point of clarification, that is the tube.
Yeah.
The tube that you're referring to is the one opposite where you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then as I run over to the other one, I'm gonna be like, Thog, save the kids. And then I'm just like, whack, whack, and try to punch through the glass with my 5 damage per hit. Actually, no,
Okay.
offhand because I'm not a tavern brawler. It's just 1, so a total of 6 damage.
Lamau.
Okay.
Got a weak
As you swing and manage to punch it, the glass shatters. The child falls out.
Fine.
You
Go.
see a flicker of energy come from the portal, but it's still up and running.
Yeah,
Yeah, do more of that.
it was an action. Okay, so I'm gonna use my body as a shield for the kid. Murray just lies down on top of the kid and protects him.
Okay. All right. Thog is up
What you gotta
next.
do?
He reaches down again, grabs a handful of dirt and debris, clumps it as hard as he can, and throws it at the other one. He hits it straight on.
Do it. Did he get a nat 20?
No.
How close was he?
Damage was much better. It was out by 1.
Okay. Fuck it, Tides. Or fuck it, Bend. Give him a D4.
That's still not going to give him a natural 20.
Well then, fine, I won't do it. All right.
Tides will give an additional plus. It won't.
Look, here's
Change.
the thing.
Yeah, it won't. Trigger
Here's the
crit.
thing. I think your character doesn't know the outcome. He doesn't
Yeah,
understand
whatever.
numbers.
Fuck that.
You
Yeah.
said you were doing it, and I think for the sake of the DM's balance for the skill,
That's
it's
true.
fair to you to say you burned it.
Yep. So
I don't have enough sorcery points. I can burn a spell slot to make enough.
you have to use a
let me-
bonus action to burn. You can't use it then because you have to use a bonus action to recover the. It's not a free action to recover this points, sorcery points.
Well, not having checked is also very in character.
So,
So you
I go about
think
the
you're
work off-
you think you're doing it? Hmm?
Are we on a new initiative round? Are we around 2?
Yeah, we're on round 2. We're almost at the end of round 2.
Yeah, Thog is just
His
going
initiative's 2, so he's last.
Okay, gotcha. I didn't know if we were okay. So it's about to be my turn again then.
Correct.
Cool.
So you see him again throw this slab of debris and rock. It smashes into it, and again, a long, large crack pops up onto it. It does not shatter it, however. All right,
Ooh.
Garvin.
I tried to help.
So this thing is not manifested fully in this world yet. Is that a fair assumption?
Correct.
Garvin reaches to a spell scroll case on his side, pulls out a scroll of plane shift, and starts reading it. As he focuses on the dragon, walks forward and reaches a hand out towards the dragon, casting plane shift to send it to Avernus to go have fun with Tiamat.
Coffee.
I have to make an Arcana check, obviously, because the spell is beyond my level.
And
I
then
know
you
that's
have to
a
make
start.
and then you have to make a melee spell attack against it to send it to another plane.
And then I have to make a melee spell attack against it. Yes. All right. Okay, the Arcana check's a 20.
Okay, you're good.
The melee spell attack is a 21.
Okay.
Oh,
And now I gotta make a charisma save.
Charisma saving throw.
oh, against a dragon. Come on.
All right. Well,
Needed the
that
wizard
is
out of
a-
the way so he couldn't counterspell my spell.
It's
Garvin
true.
knows what he's
Yeah.
doing here.
however, with advantage because he's a dragon, it's a 27 to save. I rolled a 3. I rolled a 3 and a 19, just an FYI.
Oh.
So
Garvin
close.
tried.
Plus 8
So,
charisma?
Garvin
you-
tried.
Jesus Christ.
You read. He's an ancient dragon, man. So you
Yeah, I
read
know,
the
but I'm just
scroll.
like, fuck.
You go to read the scroll. You see him fade a little bit. The scroll burns from your hand. He's still there, however.
Well, you tried.
Wait, hold on. That just... Where are my notifications? Because Rad DJ just used a... Did you have a... I'm confused. Alright, hold on.
What's going on?
He's using an
Hold on.
emote.
Someone did a thing.
Or was he gifted? He might have been gifted this, Make sure this is working. My notifications aren't working. Channel points? Ah, okay. Channel points. Awesome. Okay. Alright. That works too. Alright, so... Just making sure. Alright.
Now the dragon is invincible.
Nope, but he's up.
Yeah.
That's good. That's real
Well,
good.
it's my okay. So hold on. So my action, a little bit of movement to get there.
It's true.
Garvin sees it doesn't work. Garvin backs the fuck away and takes an opportunity attack to walk away from this thing.
Okay.
Because I think up until then, he thought all of this was working, everything was going to plan, and at that one moment in time, plan was no longer working, and Garvin didn't know what to do, so Garvin stepped away.
Okay, so you're taking your action, your movement to walk away, so you're going to provoke opportunity.
Yes. Getting away is.
Oh,
I got 20
jeez.
feet left. I'm guessing.
What's your
That's
AC?
fine.
Oh no.
My AC is 14.
Okay, he misses. I rolled garbage.
Okay.
Garvin backs away. We gotta stop it coming through. I can't get it back to go back to where it's going. And just he's panicking, and that's his
Smash.
turn.
Smash.
All right.
Yep. No worries.
All right. Where were you moving?
15 feet straight back, or
boy.
20 feet straight back.
Okay.
Garvin wasn't thinking it's a breath attack. He's probably gonna take, but he didn't want to be within melee range of it, and his brain's not wise enough to think otherwise. He's intelligent. He's just not wise enough to correlate the two. It didn't move off to the side or anything.
And if I am correct, everybody is up by the slab except for Murray.
I'm behind
yes.
the
I'm
slab,
human
just
shielding
pretty
one of the
close.
kids, and Thog and I are trying to smash the kids. Well, get the kids out.
I'm
Wow, that
here
sounded
to
sounded
put
terrible.
But
We're making
Yeah,
human
Coco's been
jelly.
working on the. Coco's been
So-
working on doing chains, so that's what
Alright.
she is.
yeah.
You see him take a large breath.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
I am one level away from
Garvin.
evasion. God damn.
Instinctively, he's got hands out, ready for this. Because I have a feeling what's gonna happen. I'm about to absorb elements.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna go on here.
Yeah, you see
either
his
next
head
turn or not.
kind of rear back. He fires forward. This icy cold breath shoots out of him. I need everybody to
And-
make a Constitution saving throw, except for
And
Murray.
you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll say I'm burning the spell slot whether or not I make the save. Okay, I'm just
Okay.
gonna give that now because I think Garvin is mentally anticipating this and he's gonna burn the slot.
So everybody but Murray
You
needs to
need
make a
dex
save.
A dex save?
Con save. Con save.
Con save. Natural fucking 20, 23. Jesus, I didn't
Bam!
burn that
Nice.
slot. Oh,
How
well.
the? All right. Well,
We are rocking this.
The
Natural
dude,
20
only
and
one-
I'm gonna have resistance. Natural 20 with resistance.
the only one who didn't save was Thog.
Oh, poor Thog.
Oh, poor
Wait,
Thog.
Thog was Thog was throwing balls of dirt. Yeah, he was up in the action.
It's
Yeah, he wasn't there smashing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like right
Oh
behind
man.
me.
At least of
Battle
all of us,
wizard.
though, Thog probably has the most hit points.
I hope so.
I mean,
Because otherwise
Yeah.
it's me.
I'm also doing a lot of math in my head right now with total HP for the party, and this is really scary.
Yes, yes, it is. Luckily, has anybody here, apart from Garvin, already taken damage?
I kind of don't think it's
And
gonna.
we all have a diamond on us.
All right. You guys are lucky you saved because he did 68 points of cold damage.
Okay, so that's
That's-
34, and I am resistance. So that's only 17.
Correct.
Now, does the nat 20 give me any more bonus to that or no?
It doesn't know.
That's fine. I'm just checking.
You feel
So-
really good
so-
about yourself
so
while you
34?
dodge that.
Oh.
So yes, 30. Everybody takes 34 points of damage except Thog. He takes the full brunt.
Ow.
Ow.
Is it? I can't
Oh.
see. Never mind. I'm human shielding.
All right, Coco, you're up.
Okay.
And just an FYI, I rolled low.
Yeah,
Mhm.
clearly.
I don't doubt it.
I mean, we're not dead.
I mean, it's a
I
gargantuan
think,
dragon,
I
and
think
we're
this is
like
why
level
Garvin
6.
just did it.
You know? Oh, sorry, level 7. Oh, yeah. Coco's like, I don't know how to make a dragon go back into a portal. She's gonna continue on doing chains.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's like,
I gotta do. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Okay. You see gaping wounds start reappearing on the dragons on the slab's body as he took a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Not
Lots
the
of
full brunt.
frostbite.
Okay. Well,
But yeah, you're
if it still appears to be not like dead, Koko's gonna continue undoing chains and hope that Sahiri can do her thing.
okay. So go ahead and give me another sleight of hand check.
31.
Okay. The other chain.
No,
the other,
sorry,
the other lock.
30. Sorry, 30.
The chain,
Oh,
the
this-
lock, the dock pops off. The chain goes flipping down, but you manage to get 2 of the 3 chains off. All right, Adrin.
So, who knows what I'm actually about to cast? But what I attempt to cast, is gonna be a 2nd level catapult at the one remaining
Okay,
orb of.
I need you to
children.
roll a d20 first,
It is a 10.
and then a d100.
Okay. Let me find one. Where's the 100? Oh, whatever. How? Alright, give me 1 second, I'm sorry. There we go. I will pull them from this bag. Where the fuck? Cool. 22, my favorite number. Nobody likes the number 22.
Roll me 2d6.
Uh-oh. A 4 and a 1. So 5.
So 5.
If that
So your next 5 rolls,
yeah.
as long as you don't already have advantage, now have advantage. Your spell
No!
goes off.
Son of a bitch.
So you see,
Fucking
Adrin has this
bastard.
surge of power, and it's almost like his eyes just kind of lock into place
Wow.
as his. It seems like he's just more astute in his casting ability.
Nice.
So that's 21 damage to the tube of children.
Okay, you see another large crack, but it hasn't
Dude,
quite
we're
done enough to
children.
knock to break it.
God fucking. Okay.
Anything else? Because I used it, your Tides of Chaos is back, by the way.
Yeah. I'm gonna burn a 2nd level slot to get 2 points back, and that's my turn.
Okay, Sahiri.
Okay, so I am going to cast at 4th level. Mass Healing Word.
Ooh, nice.
It's not going to do a lot of healing, but 6 creatures around
Ooh,
will get.
including the kid. Ooh.
5 of us plus 1 more, which you
The
can
kid?
stop.
Oh, you can't see the kid. I'm covering the kid.
No,
There's
I'm
the one in the
the
vat.
dragon. So,
That we're
Justin,
hoping is not-
does he get full from this?
Yes.
Does he get the full benefit? Okay.
Yes.
So he gets
Oh, right,
13
right.
back. Everybody else gets 10 healing. And I am going to the dragon's gonna get spiritual weapon is going to miss, no doubt, because that's only a 16.
16 hits.
Oh, okay, cool. For
He's somewhat restricted in his movement, so his
11.
his AC is not nearly as high.
11 points.
Okay.
And I am going to move over if I can move to the side so that I am not in the breath weapon path so that I can heal. Because, I mean, I was in the middle of it.
Okay, yeah, you can move enough out of range to get it.
But I need to be able to heal my party, so.
Okay. Murray.
Okay. So.
Oh, wait a second. Sorry, Marie. I also do a Toll the Dead on the dragon.
You used your bonus action to... And you cast a spell already. It takes a bonus action to use the damage from spiritual weapon. Or not. So you did your action was the mass healing word.
Mm-hmm. That was my bonus action.
Yeah. Mass Cure Wounds is an action. Mass
healing that's right. Mass healing.
It's a bonus, yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
That's okay.
And you're doing, you said Toll the Dead?
Toll the Dead.
Fails. Jesus.
Cool. And it's taken damage. It's only going to take 10 points of Toll the Dead damage, but that's better than nothing.
Okay.
Sorry, Murray.
All right, Murray.
Oh, no worries. So I lean out, I look, okay, oh shit. And I'm going to point and pretty much right next to Sahiri, I'm going to point and I'm going to cast as a bonus action. I'm going to... Oh god, I am going to cast Healing Spirit at 4th level. It does 3d6 of healing to 5 people. So Sahiri, right next to you is an ethereal moose with arch-like legs that looks like you can just kind of walk right through it and maybe get some healing. And I'm just going to yell, run through it if you need some healing, it's limited! And I'm going to pick up the kid. And, yeah, I'm gonna pick up the kid and I'm gonna use my full movement and get the fuck away from there and put the kid down.
Okay.
My 40-foot movement. I'm not dash. Oh, I can't dash because I used my bonus action and my action. So, yeah, I used everything.
All right.
Pew 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 pew. But
Fog is gonna reach down. He's gonna try and grab one more big giant clump of dirt and throw it at the other tube. He hits it again. You see him slam it in. It shatters the remaining orb. The remaining tube. The kid falls out. You see this power start surging. You hear a large roar from the dragon as the light starts sputtering. You see him dig his claws. It looks like he's being pulled back into this pit as he's clawing at the ground. His other claw pops out and he's starting to claw. Eventually, it's not enough as he is sucked back into the portal. The light fades.
Bad kitty! That was for you, Coco.
And everything is quiet.
I'm triaging my kid. Someone triage that kid! Is the kid that I have alive?
Yeah, so they're unconscious, but they're breathing.
Okay. Does it look like I should try healing anything at all, or is it just a time...
It's... You can do a medicine check on him.
Yeah, I want to do a medicine check. That's a good idea. Oh, look! A spell I've never used, but I have a fucking +7 in it. 19.
Okay. They definitely aren't physically injured. Whatever this is mental and potentially some spiritual exhaustion. Whatever this portal was, it seems like they were being some sort of conduit that was powering through. Oof. And they're just, it's physical exhaustion.
Okay.
I would like to burn
in that case,
as many of my rolls as it takes to unlock Knob with Coco.
Okay.
I have 5.
Well, there's only one.
Advantage.
There's only one
There's
chain
one-
left,
there's one
so
left.
Coco will.
Okay, then I don't need to do anything. Ooh.
Yeah, and that's a 29 this time. to
Yeah,
The
undo
last
that cheat.
chain, locked and chain, pop off of the dragon.
I love playing a rogue. This is amazing.
Sorry, Murray. I didn't mean to interrupt. I apologize.
Oh no worries, dude. I'm gonna make good berries, and I'm gonna put
Two good
one berry in the
berries.
kid's mouth, and like make it chew, and then I'm gonna pick it up and put it on my shoulder.
kill-
It's a
Kill the kid like a cat.
Yeah. Well, there's no gag reflex. You can't swallow. So yeah. Anyway, whatever. Just like anyway. So I'll walk over with the kid. I'll pop over to the other kid, whoever's triaging that kid, give them a good berry, and then anyone using my moose? That was really expensive.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk through that.
Yeah, I need some healing
Yep.
because I
Yeah,
spent my
absolutely.
healing on everybody else.
I'm also
3d6?
gonna push Garvin through that.
Yep. 3d6. Feel free.
Yes.
It can be used 5 times total. Oh, hey Thog, if you're feeling a little ticklish, walk through my moose.
Thug,
Just
okay.
gotta walk through the
Just
space.
little
Oh, you're
cold.
pushing me through the healing spirit.
Yeah, I'm pushing you through
Well.
the healing spirit. Like, go.
That was a disappointingly low roll, but I will take it anyway.
I mean,
much
if we
does
got
healing
10 minutes,
spirit
I can
heal
do a prayer of healing.
3d6. 4th level is 3d6.
Ritually, I can. Do we want me to sit down, do a prayer of healing?
So roll
I'm
3d6
I think we need
for
to
me,
get
I
back to
guess.
safety.
Okay.
I'm
Kurt,
back
you
at
wanna roll
51.
3d6
Run
for me?
away, then figure it out.
So, dragon, still here, dragon, not
Yep.
gone, dragon.
Not dead. Breathing.
Question mark?
You want me
So,
to do lesser
wake up.
restoration on it?
Gonna like lightly pat it on the sides of the face, like, wake up.
And you see a grunt in its eyes take a little bit, but the eyes open.
Knob?
And he shakes his head off. And he doesn't shake his head no, but shakes his whole head in his body. And he transforms. But not into the gnome body you had seen before. You see an elf. Multicolored hair. Very pointy ears. Adrian, is that you?
Knob?
That's what they called me, yes.
I don't even listen. As soon as I hear yes, I just run up and hug him, almost tackle him. But I'm not that strong, so it doesn't work.
I'm gonna have the healing spirit stop on top of him to help. And that's the last charge.
Did you stop him? Did you stop my father?
Uh-huh. And then I like let go and put my hands on his, like I do that thing where I like back up and I go, wait, Gray or the dragon?
Olaganthagos. Not Ray.
Yeah. I mean, both, yes, but yeah,
He was
we did it. I'm just super glad you're safe, and I go back to hugging him.
Gray was
Your
just
dad
a
ate him.
pawn. I have a feeling he would have done that. Gray was a pawn.
And I let go.
Your dad went back through the portal, so I guess that's stopping him?
I mean, I tried to send him to Avernus, but it didn't work, so I guess it's lucky for him.
And I thought my relationship with my dad was complicated.
Probably lucky for you too that you didn't do such a thing. The last thing
Oh.
you need to do is return him to Tiamat.
Oh.
I mean, I
Oh.
wasn't sure,
Oh
but you know.
no, that'd be funny.
Funny or bad?
I mean, I'll be
Right?
honest. The thought crossed my mind as the players that probably did as the character too, of whether or not that was the right
It's a
thing to
dragon that
do.
doesn't fit in the pantheon of.
But in the moment,
yeah.
he's panicking and he's trying to get rid of this thing. So
That made sense.
My father
Should
was
we go
once
back to the mushroom lady?
courtier of
No, she
Tiamat.
basically told us to fuck off.
That would have been catastrophic.
Ah.
wait,
Yikes.
what? He wants what of Tiamat?
He was her mate one time.
So are you?
Ugh.
You know what? Doesn't matter. Also, this.
I mean, so she
still
wants his
hot.
babies.
It's complicated.
Yeah. Welcome.
All right.
Welcome to the
Right.
club. I guess. Although I guess we should.
Want me to carry both kids, or someone else have the other kid? Because I
Can
got
grab
plenty of room
one.
on the other shoulder. Oh, okay.
Murray, if you don't want to, I can grab
please.
one.
I got it. I can turn into a horse and we can just walk out of here.
Hey,
They're
hey, brother,
small.
do
I
you
can
think
carry
he's
one.
Cuter
We're
as a
good.
halfling or a elf?
I mean, I can't really pick. Wait, shut up. Blush, just fully red, and then the hat, just.
Look, I can send you home. No need to
You
trek for
coming?
the dangers.
I mean, I could plane shift us home.
Home
Let
would
me
be
show
nice.
that.
Yeah,
I
home would
can't.
be fucking
I can't
fantastic.
leave right now. This is where I'm
Why
from.
not?
Oh.
Oh,
I need to fix some things before I can leave.
okay.
Autumn Queen throws some really
mean-
cool parties.
What if
I've
we stay
been
and
ch-
fix some things with you?
I was.
Yeah.
No. This is things that only I can take care of. You all, if you stay here too long, your lives back in Waterdeep will have been passed by.
What's Waterdeep? I'm just kidding. No, seriously, I understand.
Whoa.
It's all right.
You want?
Coco
Had me there,
Coco
Gerb.
swats you.
Because you haven't been gone for just days. Time doesn't work
Oh,
the
yeah,
same
that's-
here.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, do you have a rough estimation on that calculation? Like weeks?
I mean, it's
months?
probably been months, honestly,
Yeah,
buddy.
Year. Maybe
Years.
maybe a year.
Oh god, the lit. Oh god.
Oh, Liv is gonna be so mad at me.
I was
He's
more
dead.
thinking of the lich
Liv's already
and what
dead.
it could have done.
Oh fuck!
What?
Bigger problem.
If I had to
No one
estimate,
watered my plants.
potentially 3.
Liv watered your plants.
I mean,
3 years.
honestly,
Cool.
the Harbor's kind of anticipated this. Hopefully, we're all right.
I would imagine they are. I remember I have been under their service for I don't know how long it's been any longer.
You need more healing?
No. I'm fine.
Oh,
It's...
okay.
Remember that
Here's
form of the gnome form was not who I was.
I thought it was a halfling.
Halfling, not gnome. Halfling.
Yeah.
See, even he gets
It's all
confused
fuzzy.
sometimes.
You know, being an ancient being probably does that to you, huh?
It was. I understood they did it for the protection of the entire realm, but it didn't mean I wanted to be that way.
Oh.
I'm a dragon. There's freedom with that. But I belonged here too. But I was a key. Gray used my blood and the power of his children to summon my father.
So, do you have any idea what happened to the kids from Meat? Now that we're on the subject of children, the people of Meat, I should say, because it wasn't just kids.
I don't think any of
I
the.
mean,
I don't think anybody within the town was saved.
They are reuniting with their loved ones in the realm of Kelimvor.
there you go. They are hanging out with Kalemvor. They're in a really nice place.
But they were your friends, and I'm sorry.
Lost many over the years.
I would assume so.
Regardless. Ugh. I need to send you all home.
Okay.
Before you send me home, I ask a favor.
Another.
What can I do?
Do you have a scale, a feather, or something of you? So that if I ever wish to return, I can get back easily.
He reaches out. He pulls out a piece of his hair, and you watch as the hair transforms into a scale.
I'll only use it if we need to.
On the plus side, when I need to find you, I know where to find you.
That's fair.
Oh, we're not hard to find.
Besides, maybe now my brother can find a conduit to talk to you, and he won't drive me crazy.
Your brothers. He's going to do that anyways.
Yes, fair.
I had brothers once,
Sorry.
but
He likes you.
Just daggers.
I nod to Coco.
I didn't even read it.
But I mean, it's probably really obvious, right? Because even if I could see it, jeez.
You made a quest to the Feywilds to save him. I mean, come on, nobody has to say anything at this point, Adrin. All of us know.
Hey, man.
And Garvin's just the
We
guy
traverse planes.
who doesn't have enough wisdom to realize this might be in bad form and just says it like it is.
Uh-huh. It's just
Hey,
awkward to talk about out loud, but they're not wrong.
Hey, have we had a teleportation circle installed yet? I hear the Magiki people's talking about those things. I don't know, give him an address so he can come by and say hi anytime he wants, you know?
so
Or
you all see a little bit of color come to Knob's face.
I don't.
Look,
I'm
the
still living
feeling's
in my
mutual. It's all right. Let's give him a moment. And I try to grab the others and walk away.
Yep.
Almost. This is more of like brother making the other brother feel awkward,
Yeah.
but also like doing him a favor at the same time. Like he's trying to keep it hidden, but.
I start skipping. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find. Catch me a catch.
Infestation.
I'm used to it.
Knob walks up to Adrin, puts a hand on his shoulder. When the time is right, I will come to you.
I bet you will.
Sorry, Garvin is the least subtle individual I've ever met in my entire life. And I'm bad at this. Everything about this makes me nervous and squirmy and awkward, as evident from this. I just maintain this posture as much as I can.
Don't worry about your brother. He has his part to play.
Yep.
But again...
Well, I'm glad you're safe. Sorry, your dad's kind of a shit.
It is what it is. But again, when the time is right, I will come to you. That time is not right now.
Okay. I'm gonna go before I explode. Like, possibly literally. Bye.
Where are you going? He's
And I-
sending us home.
I fucking book it.
Fuck's sake, kiss him before we leave! Jesus Christ!
I put my arm out to hold him, and as I get to put my arm out to hold him, I've got the immovable rod in my hand. I click the finger on the trigger of the immovable rod, so that he's just getting completely held. and-
Clotheslined.
Yeah, kinda.
Literally.
I'm at full tilt
And-
sprint, bro.
and-
You're just,
and
like,
I'm
placing
giving-
it mid-chest.
And I'm giving Knob the nod of like, let's do this. I know my brother.
Brotherly approval.
Okay.
That's an image. Click, click.
So he asked everybody to hold hands.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna hold the unconscious kid's hand.
He does say, Thog, you wait here. I have to do you separately. He cannot come with you.
Bye, Thog. When you get back to the material plane, you know where to find us, right? Water deep? Just ask around. Everyone knows it.
Hey, dog,
Yes.
take this. Tell the lady Leg sent you. And I hand him a stone that looks like a face talking that connects to the open lord of the Lady of Waterdeep.
Okay.
God.
Dude. Hey, Thog.
Do me a favor, type that out in a DM to me just so I have it.
Okay.
Hey, Thog. In giant, I'm gonna say, don't let anyone tell you otherwise, Dreamwalker. You're awesome. We'll see you.
Bye bye, bye, Thog.
Okay. So, Knob has everybody basically get in a circle and hold hands as he casts plane shift on all of you.
Oh, this is where it gets weird.
You all find yourself standing outside the gates of Waterdeep. Thog is not with you. Knob is not with you. Just the five of you standing outside, holding hands. As you've now returned back to Waterdeep. To you, it's felt like, I believe it's been 6 days? 5 days?
Weekish.
Ish.
It's been about a weekish, yeah.
Well, we're home.
Oh,
No,
he's
I'm
probably been
home.
years. Who knows?
What?
Outside
Murray's
the
already
city,
started walking
everything
into the gates.
looks the same. The streets all look the same. It's busy as usual. The guards are in
Person we
similar...
see. What year is it?
You don't look crazy at all.
Is there a newspaper?
I look crazy every
Can
day.
I
I'm a
get
tiefling.
paper? And I start shouting
that's
out
true.
for a paper. Like a
They bring you-
news or something. A bar.
Yeah, they bring you I forget what the name of the newsletter is in Waterdeep, but they bring that
Town
to you.
criers. Yeah, something.
And
Inquirer.
you notice
Bad boy, let's
it's roughly been, at this point, it's been 3 years since you all last left Waterdeep.
Oh, fuck.
Well, now we bring kids back to mom.
Murray already started, like, as soon as we
He
stopped
knew
the...
it was
Yep.
3 years. He's aware of more things than we know.
Uh-huh.
So the Harpers.
Everything he said before you fucking
Murray, I want
clotheslined
answers.
me.
We're back in town.
Walk and talk! Returning
Murray and
kids,
I've got the
priority.
kids if you guys want to go to the Harpers.
I'm going
Oh, wait,
home.
you want to go to the Harper? You want to go? Oh.
No, they
Oh,
want to
it
go.
says
I want to
Murray.
bring the kids back.
Yeah, I want to
3
bring
years?
the kids.
They had to.
Coco's going with Sahiri. We need to get the kids home first. Why would we go to the Harpers with a bunch of children in tow?
Yeah.
That seems silly.
Murray's got a unconscious kid on his shoulder,
Yeah,
right? And he's just kind of torn.
I don't think
gotta do this.
Garvin's thinking about the kids. I think Garvin's annoyed at this point that the Harpers knew it was 3 years.
Adrian, take care of your brother, okay? We'll meet you.
I've got to go make sure we have a place to live.
Oh, fair.
Uh-huh.
I do.
And I
Good.
You got Leaf. We got Leaf, man. He's great.
yeah,
So-
I think this is our
Kinda hurt.
quintessential split up return to home.
yeah.
So, in which case, I think we're going to save that for another time. We'll probably do that kind of stuff a little off stream. I think this will be the last session for this calendar year, so we'll come back in January with new stuff going on. But
Season
I think we're gonna take a little bit
3.
break. As we've got a birthday and then Christmas coming up in between and New Year's, so there's a little bit too much going on that I think we're gonna take our end of the year break at this point, and we're gonna start with the new season coming up, which I've already got things in the works and the plans for that. So we're not gonna take a 6-month break like we did last year. So
Oops.
so my goal, let's see, let me bring up a calendar because I have no idea what I'm looking at here. All right. I'm still going to be streaming on Saturdays either way, but let's see. We've got, today was the 5th. We had normally the 19th, the 2nd, so the 16th of January. We'll probably be back with this, so little bit down the line, but we will be back full force. We'll get everything running up. I hope you guys enjoyed. That's been a culmination of pretty much this entire year running that story. So it's been pretty awesome to see how things have gone, and we'll see exactly what kind of consequences this is going to lead to down the line. So, as a lot of things have happened. So, guys, thank you so much for sticking with us. Any episodes you have missed, I do keep them all in a collection, so you can go back and rewatch them because I don't like losing them. So you can just click on the videos and collections tab. All of Waterdeep Under the Mountain is there. And I will see you guys on Tuesday as normal. I believe the theory is it might actually be a WoW raid as we check into it, the new WoW raid that launches on Tuesday. So, guys, have a fantastic holiday, and I will see you guys very soon. So, take care.
Bye.
Take off, eh?